Hello, hello. Well, look at that. My intro that I usually start the streams with got deleted by accident. Whoops. So anyway, here I am. Happy Monday to one and all. We are 1 minute, or no, we are top of the hour. Raw should be starting right now. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I wanted to come up here like 3 or 4 minutes ago, but I was still getting ready. So anyway, I'm here now. How's it going? Say hi to you guys all in the chat. You can hear me and see me correct, I hope. Hope all is good. I guess we'll find out. You guys are already on the opening signature? I have not seen that yet. I'm not there yet. Modern Family was not on. It was some other shit. SIU or I don't know what the fuck. One of those shows. But usually it's Modern Family that comes on, at least over where I am. Oh, look at this. Cool looking new opening. Why are they always forever? Fuck off. Fuck off. Who's in the limo? No, Corbin. Alright, there I am. I look good. Alright, we're all here. What's up? Sorry, it took me a minute to get my shit together here. Ah, Steph. Well, at least her music's not playing. That's good. It's Stephanie's birthday? Hello, Triple H. Hello, Triple H. They just got done banging in a limo, you can tell.
Let me take you to it.
No, you know what, Baron? That's okay, because everything I have to say to you, I can say right here.
Yeah, everybody loves Nikki's ass. I kept the same shit from last week, so yeah. Nikki's butt is touching the G in good mic work. I love it. Feels nice. It's Stephanie's birthday.
Hey, Baron, when Kurt went on vacation and I made you acting general manager, I sort of expected that you were going to do the job that Kurt wasn't.
Honestly, I'm doing the best I can, but the Shield...
I expected you to lead. I expected you to take charge. I expected you
Fuck
to...
you, Stephanie. Don't talk to me like that.
So let me ask you a question. Was putting yourself in a match for the Universal Championship a good decision on your part?
Look, I admit that putting myself in that match may have been across the line, but...
Fuck the championship match, Stephanie. I've been waiting for my mozzarella sticks for a fucking month.
Yeah, I mean, the Shield...
He needs to be reprimanded.
You have no control, so then you're not a leader. Listen, Baron, mistakes are tolerated up to a point, but excuses never are. So if you
Stephanie's gonna get more bitchy as she gets older. You just wait.
Partners and take them on in a match tonight. Take care of your business, or Kurt Angle might be back from vacation a little sooner than we had anticipated.
So what did she just make Corbin do? Find 2 tag team partners to face the Shield? That's going to be our match tonight. I didn't even look at a Monday Night Raw preview. I don't even know what's going on. You guys fill me in. What do we have advertised? Thank you, buddy, for taking that big shit in the litter box right as I'm going live. Appreciate it. You guys want to smell that? Get you some of that. All right, Shield's coming down. Where's your belt, Dean? Where's your LeBaron, Freddy? Man, doesn't matter. Like, Stephanie, that character, I don't know what WWE, you know, what their problem is, but whether it's a heel or a babyface, she has gotta fucking talk to them like they're a piece of shit at some point. Doesn't matter. What a whore. The Shield. Whole lot of champions over there. I mean, Linda McMahon is such a sweetheart, you know? It amazes me that Stephanie sprang from her. I guess she's more her father's daughter than her mother's. What's up, Renee? Can you tell the 2 of those guys to shut up and you can just call it by yourself? Pull a little Joey Styles action? I don't know how they're killing the mystique of the Shield. This is the same shit they did in 2012. Just came out down to the ring. Sometimes they open the show with a promo. Hey, at least they're not coming down the entrance ramp. Stephanie created women. Yes, she did. It's all because of her. God, she's annoying. I don't think I could work there. I just couldn't have her as my boss. I'm like, I don't care if it's a woman as my boss, but can it be a nice woman? Dean Ambrose, you need to make a joke about where your belt is. What's up, Catherine? Yeah, Stephanie plays a role good. Snapping necks and cashing checks. Look at WWE. Holy shit, y'all. They're chanting, or they're cheering for Roman. Sweet.
Are the three workhorses in WWE.
Well, you lost last week, Dean.
We may have lost a few battles here and there, but we have never lost a war. And as you can see, we're still standing.
Stephanie got a motorcycle for her birthday. She would ride motorcycles, wouldn't she?
I mean, you could read off our resumes, but it would take probably all day.
Roman. Never mind. They ain't cheering him now. Like, alright, fine. If he's in the ring, fine, but he can't talk.
The fact is, all
We won't let him.
this.
Look at Dean.
Because these championships are the keys to the kingdom. And everybody should want these. That's why Brock Lesnar came back. That's why the general manager, Baron Corbin, is booking himself in championship matches now.
Yeah, maybe you're right, Catherine. Maybe I wouldn't mind it being slapped once by her.
Fact is, though,
It might be kind of fun.
the only men
Shut up, Barry.
deserve these championships
I'm refunding you your $2 for the Subway ad. I don't want anything to do with that. Barry was upset that the Undertaker video wasn't his video because his favorite wrestler is the Undertaker. And he felt like he should have came up with that idea. So that's a freebie. That one's on Reese, Barry. It's on him. Undertaker video. For you guys.
And that's what we are. Braun Strowman, he wanted that power so much he recruited himself a pack of jackasses to try to take down the Shield at Super Showdown. But that's not gonna happen.
When the hell is Showdown? We're still a couple weeks away from that, right? 2 weeks?
Baron Corbin, the world's largest substitute teacher. He seems to think the Shield's a problem, and if I overheard correctly, I think Seth told him to round up a couple of partners and come out here and show the Shield who's boss.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure if Baron Corbin finds partners,
Baron Corbin,
Strowman and Ziggler or McIntyre will stay out of it completely. They probably won't even show up.
and we'd love to show you how big of a problem we could be right now.
Dean ain't got no keys to the kingdom. Everybody got a key but Dean. Maybe it's like, you know, parents will buy kids like a fake set of keys or a fake phone so they can feel like they're a grown-up. They should get Dean like a toy belt. Like, here, you're a champion too. See, this is your name, Dean Ambrose. It's on the belt. I'm doing great, Chaz. How are you, man? Hi to everybody who's rolling in here now. I don't know how many people we got in here. Hopefully a couple hundred.
The Commissioner Stephanie McMahon is here. First thing I'd like to say is my boss Stephanie McMahon is here, and it's her birthday.
Well, if it's her birthday, she's got to go ass first into a cake, right?
I'm gonna let Raw erupt into madness like it has the last few weeks. I'm putting my foot down.
Corbin's partners are Benoit and Steiner. Benoit I could see, but there's no way Steiner. That's just silly.
Like a bunch of rag dolls, and I can assure you, I'm gonna impress my boss.
Oh man, there's nothing worse than a motherfucker trying to impress their boss.
Show everybody who you really are. A bunch of selfish individuals.
Some people at work, some kids at work are like so overly like nice to me. I'm like, I don't give a shit. You just need to do your job. I don't care if you don't have to call me sir. Just do your fucking job. That's all I care about. Besides, I'm a man in my 40s watching wrestling and live streaming it. Nobody needs to be calling me sir. You can call me sexy, but not sir. Oh, somebody wants to show the screen? Joey G. I think Joey G's kidding. Joey G would never say that. Wait, he's gonna have all 4 of these guys as partners? Or all 3? And we've all got microphones. What's WWE's fucking microphone budget? You got 6 mics out there right now. 7, actually. I thought it was because he's gonna turn it sideways. Keep shining it. Remember that? Keep shining. Yeah, James, absolutely. Whatever works for you.
It's gonna be the 2 of you versus the 4 of us. And I ain't talking about Corbin.
What do you... I know you probably didn't graduate the 3rd grade, but your math is a little off there.
What's he saying, the 4 of us?
Dummy 1 and dummy 2 on your left. Get that thing straight.
Maybe you ought to run that math by your brother Dean Ambrose. Because I think Dean is starting to see the light.
You see, Dean, the Shield needs you, but you don't need the Shield.
Oh, they're gonna try to brainwash him?
2 years ago.
Look at your belt. Where's your belt?
On SmackDown, I was there with you. You were WWE champion and you did it all by yourself. I saw the fire in your eyes. I know how good you can be. But now, they have everything and Dean, you have nothing.
Dolph, I like your LA Raiders starter jacket.
It's ridiculous. Dean, I am a brutally honest individual. People don't always like what I have to say because, quite frankly, the truth hurts. And the truth is...
The Shield doesn't keep breaking up. They broke up once 5 years ago or whatever.
And I was very
4 years ago.
to come away with the victory. Now I want you to look
Plus, this is just the beginning tease. Everybody relax. I mean, I like this. At least WWE is picking up on the fact that the fans can kind of smell a heel turn. So maybe they're going to go in the opposite direction and not do it at all. Just make you think they are.
It's probably what they call you behind your back. You see, when Seth couldn't beat me at SummerSlam, who did he beg to come back and help him? You, Dean. You sacrificed yourself for Seth, and what'd you get from it? Nothing? How about the very next night? Monday Night Raw, Mr. Monster in the Bank is cashing in for his chance at the Universal Championship. And
Yeah, I'll take Dean's place. If he wants to leave the Shield, I'll join.
you sacrificed yourself for Roman. And what'd you get? What'd you get out of it? Nothing again? So now, Seth,
I remember back in the day,
Roman is champion.
I thought Dean had the most potential of all of them. That's what it felt like in 2012.
I guess.
You know, he was U.S. champion. He went on that long run. He was the centerpiece, it felt like.
Exactly. They want
And the other two
to talk, Dean. You see,
ended up kind of having better reputations and careers than him so far. At least I think.
because how long was Dean on the shelf with an injury before you replaced him? You guys are all brothers, right? You're brothers for years. What was it, a week or two? And then boom, you and Jason Jordan, buddies. Did you even text him the whole time he was gone?
They replaced Roman, too, with Kurt Angle when he got the mumps, bitch. Even I remember that, and I have no memory. Ziggy.
Drew and I are the tag team champions. At Crown Jewel, Braun Strowman is going to beat Roman for the Universal Championship. So think about this, Dean.
Actually, Ed Leslie, you know, his final run in WWE or WCW when he was the Disciple, you throw some Riot gear on that guy, he could fit into the Shield. Brutus was jacked.
It's not easy, man. I know it's been years, but everything I have just said is absolutely true, and I know you guys are brothers.
All right, so they're trying to turn Dean.
And it would be nothing short of committing treason.
I would think Dean's having none of this. He's not that stupid.
But here we are.
Shut up already, man. Just shut up, alright?
Yeah, shut up.
These people didn't pay their money to watch you bump your gums. They paid their hard-earned money to watch us whoop your ass, so let's do it.
What if the tickets were given to the fans? Was it still their hard-earned money? Oh, Baron Corbin says no. Everybody better stop. The dude in the vest is speaking, and I believe he's got a little pin on his vest, too. You don't want to fuck with a guy like that. Nice here to see Ruby Riott sign in the crowd. Where's Raw, by the way? I don't even fucking know. Where is this?
You can see it all you want. It's not happening. Drew, Dolph, you have to defend your tag team championships tonight. My partners and I will deal with the Shield, and we're gonna spoil your little reunion.
Well, we're getting a tag team title match according to Baron Corbin. Joey G, I will do that. I am going to be home live streaming, live reacting to SmackDown 1000. I'm going to make the arrangements to be off. That'll be a fun night. So yeah, apparently Joey G is taking a GoodMicWork sign. Represent. I get signs in the crowd sometimes, but not as often as some other YouTubers. So yeah, anybody that wants to take some GoodMicWork signs, that would be sweet. I've probably seen it happen like maybe half a dozen times. So I need some more. So we got the Revival getting the shot. Oh, actually, I think I knew that. That match was advertised, I think. I might have seen that on the Twitter. We got more Lashley and Elias, and we got Leo Rush out there. It's like, why? Oh, yeah, they're mixed match challenge buddies, right? All right, Bayley and Finn. Well, it's not a mixed match. It's Balor versus Jinder, but Jinder's going to have Alicia Fox and the little fella in his corner, and Finn's going to have Bayley. So, yeah, let's hope this is a win for Finn Balor. Goddamn. What's up, Reese? How's it going, man? Hope you've gotten a chance to take a look at the Undertaker video. That was actually fun to do, and it was an hour long. I was kind of thinking I try to keep those videos 30 minutes, 45 minutes at the most, but considering the subject matter, it went an hour, so it was fun to do. It was fun and it was easy to do because I remember all those matches. I had a couple of little facts wrong when I was like just doing a random commentary, some of the later WrestleManias you guys corrected me on, but for the most part I went completely by memory. I had the story of, I remember Batista telling a story, which I remember vividly. I can't remember if it was in his DVD or shoot interview or whatever the fuck, but there was some match where The Undertaker let him kick out of the Tombstone. I thought that was the WrestleMania match he was talking about. It was not. You guys told me that Batista never kicked out of the Tombstone at WrestleMania, so I had that wrong. And then there was one other one too, where I was like, oh, whoops. Oh, the Randy Orton match too. I was trying to remember the spot where Randy Orton countered into an RKO, and I thought it was a Tombstone. Apparently he countered a choke slam, not a Tombstone. So, considering I'd thought of 22 matches by memory, just a couple little hiccups there, but for the most part, the commentary was fun, and you guys have liked it. So, take a look. It's up in the top right. Save it and watch it when we're done tonight. And the next one coming up is coming up on October 3rd. It's the 15-year anniversary of a pretty big Monday Night Raw, courtesy of Barry. So I gotta bust that one out. I got a big schedule between now and Survivor Series. Lots of videos. Thanks, Barry, for another one. No, I didn't see your live pic on Twitter. I'm not even on Twitter right now. That's my sister. Be careful, girl. Oh, there she is, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed to date her. You can date either one of the other ones, but not her. Actually, you can't date Sarah Logan. She's mine. So, Barry, it's you and Ruby. If you need me to officiate your wedding, I'll be happy to do it. I've done it before. I married my sister. So I've got the power to marry a couple folks. I say, do you, Ruby Riot, take Barry MK? Till death do you part. The Dominator, they took your GoodMicWork sign away? Why would they take my sign away? Fuck those fucks. That makes no sense. You're allowed to carry a giant, oversized head of Conrad Thompson. Why can't you take a GoodMicWork sign? Ratnick, yes I can. I absolutely can. My stream, my rules. If I want all the women, I can have them. None for you. Yes, Anthony, I married my sister. Every year on her anniversary, her and her husband, I put that on social media. I'm like, hey, 6 years ago today, I married my sister. You figure it out. No, I performed the ceremony. I did not actually marry her. It's against the law. I looked it up. Bailey doesn't get much of a response either, man. WWE, if they're looking to cut costs, just get rid of these stupid-ass inflatable fuck-sickles. What are these things, man? I can't stand them. Makes me think I'm in Chuck E. Cheese or something. About to go jumping through a ball pit. Oh, I'm 40. Well, I'm glad Balor didn't come out there and do the whole thing with her. That would have been a little bit too much. I don't know if you can get married over Skype. I have no idea. Maybe. I don't really know. I think if you can get married in jail, you can get married in Skype. So, I'd say probably. Yeah, I watched the Lions last night. Funny thing is, I wasn't even totally surprised that they won. I mean, Lions are not a bad team. They just lose all the time. And their coach, you know, was coordinator in New England for all those years. He knows that team. So, and they were at home. So, yeah, I'm happy that they won. I actually was at my parents' for dinner last night. And both my sisters were there, and we don't get together that often because we're all so busy. So we were all there, and then the Lions were on TV, and we all sat there and watched the Lions win a night game on national TV. It's probably been somewhere in the 1980s since the last time we were all in the same room watching the Lions win a game at night. We were talking about it. I'm like, it has to be like 1986 or something was the last time this has all happened. Probably 30 years ago. So it was a little family milestone last night, watching the Lions win. It's kind of a rare occurrence. Thanks, Barry. Chat, make you look good. We can do that. I told Barry he's cut off because you got the next video coming up on October 3rd, but then between now and Survivor Series, I've got like 3 Survivor Series reviews to do. We got all these pay-per-views going on. I've got live streams, so I was like, I'm not going to be able to do any more PayPal videos until after Survivor Series. So like late November, early December is when I'm going to pick those back up. So anybody that donates and has a video request, it's going to take probably 4 to 5 weeks for that video to appear on YouTube because I got stuff going on. Boy, I'm not really interested in this match. And apparently neither is my stream because it just did something. Well, what the fuck? Alright, screen went blank, but all I'm missing is the Jinder Mahal Finn Balor match. So wait till that comes back up. There it is, it's back. Now, Todd Tate, not much is happening on Raw tonight yet. We got a big promo earlier with The Shield and Strowman and McIntyre and Ziggler and Corbin. McIntyre and Ziggler have got the tag titles on the line tonight, I think, against the Revival. Shield is taking on Baron Corbin and 2 partners of his choosing in a 6-man. I'm guessing that's the main event. And that's it so far. Here we got Balor and Jinder in the ring now in a one-on-one match. Alicia and the little fella are in Jinder's corner, and Bayley is in Finn's. That's what's going on. That's your play-by-play.
It takes time for it to take effect. It's not overnight thing.
Oh yeah, I gotta wash these luscious locks for 2 months. Yeah, it's so funny. I mean, whenever my stream kind of stalls or whatever, it always seems to happen during really boring matches. So I'm wondering if it just can feel it. I'm like, you know what? Raw sucks. Like, this is actually a show. This is a week, this week, that I was really expecting to not be good. Michael Cole, don't scream me into a commercial. I know it's coming. God. Fucking screaming up in my ear. Is this game underway? Alright, so we got Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay going. So, I don't want to play fantasy football ever again in my fucking life. The funny thing is, I'm probably going to win this week, but I've got Matt Ryan on my bench with like 58 points. I started Kirk Cousins because he was at home taking on Buffalo. I thought he was going to light him up. So I started him, benched Matt Ryan. Matt fucking goes off against the Saints in overtime. And I also had Jordy Nelson on my bench, who got like 35 points. So I got like over 80 points sitting on my bench. But I'm still going to win somehow, because I had Adrian Peterson, I had Carlos Hyde, and some other good, you know, solid performances. So I'm up 126 to 56. So I'm up by 70. And he's got Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and O.J. Howard for Tampa Bay going in this game. So provided that the 3 of those guys don't score more than 70 points, I'm somehow going to win, despite making the worst starting decisions of my fantasy career this week. Yeah. Oh, I had Chicago's defense on the bench, too. They got like 18 points. So, yeah, fucking... Ugh. I hate fantasy football. The Monday Night Football game just started. I think it, like, literally just started seconds ago, so... Yeah, Catherine, he's on there. Elias, he's got to face Bobby Lashley. One-on-one. I'm just ready to see Leo Rush do some backflips. Ben was picked? Nice. Good. Details the devil. You wish you could go one Raw without Seth, Owens, or Dolph? If I was going to pick 3 people that I didn't want to see every week, those would not be the 3. I'd be like Jinder, Dana Brooke, you know, and shit like that. I don't want to see them. I'll tell you who I'd like to see more of, Kurt Hawkins, because he's lost like 6 million matches in a row. And I would like to see him beat some fucking main eventer. I'd like to see him beat like Kevin Owens in a match or something and watch Owens lose his shit. Eventually, he's got to get eventually the streak has got to be broken. How about WrestleMania? What if he goes winless until WrestleMania, and then he wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal or something? Yeah, I'm a fan so far. I mean, granted, Alex, it's 1 week in, but I'm very much fine with this Leo Rush pairing. I just hope, I mean, because he's so entertaining, I don't want it to be too jokey. You know, that's the only thing I'm worried about, because I was thinking that if Bobby Lashley was going to align himself with a mouthpiece, it would be somebody like a Paul Heyman. Somebody that would put him over as if he is, you know, a main event, unstoppable, dominant machine. But with Leo Rush, that's not going to be the message that Rush is going to be, you know, delivering there, because he's such a little fucking weirdo. So as long as it doesn't get too cute, I'm I'm actually happy about the Lashley alliance because he needed something, man. I was at the point where I didn't care what they did with him. Align him with Hornswoggle, for all I care. Just put him with somebody. Because by himself, you know, he's about as bland as you get. He's a, what's it called? He's a dark meat babyface? You know, is that what you would call Lashley? I don't know how to characterize him, but he's just really kind of... Nobody hates him. He just doesn't get any sort of reaction at all from the crowd. They're just indifferent. And that's not good. I think you're almost better off if people hate you. You're better off being Roman Reigns, having people boo their asses off for you, than being Bobby Lashley and nobody doing anything when you come out there. So Lashley needs some help, and hopefully he got it. And Catherine, your boo might go down. A bald-headed guy is going to take down your man with hair. I'm Team Lashley. We never got a chance. Did we see my timeline is off for NXT? Neville and Finn Balor never crossed, right? In NXT or WWE? Have they had a match? I'd like to see that. Man, I'm not a big fan of Jinder, but he is a big son of a bitch. With those purple trunks, you know who he reminds me of right now with the long hair? He reminds me of Razor Ramon. He reminds me of the fake Razor. He looks more like Rick Titan and Scott Hall. But you put some yellow razor blades on Jinder's trunks, some gold chains, hell yeah. I think that would be awesome. What's the word on the street about Renee's job? She doing good? I like her. I was about to say, at some point there's going to be some interference. About to say, not a roll up. Come on. I didn't even see what she did. What, Bailey trip him?
No way, she should do exactly what she just did. Just partner, not tonight, but keep an eye out.
Now Fox and Sting arguing on the other side of the ring.
Uh-oh, dissension in the ranks. Why the fuck is Fox even out there? Oh, it's the mixed match. Duh. I don't even think Finn Balor is overrated. I think WWE's use of him has made the fans think that. WWE had him in the title picture. If he would have never gotten hurt and continued his run as Universal Champion, had some good matches, you know, I think he could have... Oh, Jesus. Bailey almost struggled with that belly to Bailey belly or whatever the fuck it's called. But she nailed Little Sing with it. Oh, now there's a roll-up on the other side. And Finn beats him. But I think if Finn would have never gotten hurt, had a run as Universal Champion, I think he could have developed that Daniel Bryan sort of love from the fans. I think he would have gotten there. But everything's just been so horrible with him ever since then, that now fans are like, well, shit, he's not really that good. He can't really talk, and he can't, you know. I think it's more of a shame that what happened to Finn than anything else. But all is not bad. Finn's on the show every week. He's a main part of the roster. His paychecks probably look pretty nice when they come in, so I'm sure he doesn't have that much to complain about. I just wish he would have never gotten hurt, you know, because WWE tried. They put the belt on him, and he went and got hurt. Or Seth hurt him. Oh, is this going to be the end of Singh? Hasn't Jinder, like, beaten these guys up, like, 3 times? Yeah! Boy, those guys, them two little guys have been straight up abused. Every week. The other one's out with, like, knee injury, right? I still don't know their names. I don't know if this is Sunil or... God damn, Jinder, you asshole.
Foxy just egging him on.
Dude, Jinder, wipe that nasty shit off your lip, boy. Damn.
Actually brought unity to Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. It's actually quite beautiful.
There's no way that this is
These-
going to end well for any of those three.
Well, Renee telling it like it is, I agree. Makes for some pretty interesting three-ways, though. You're welcome for the visual. Sunil and Samir, thank you. RB.
I'm issuing an open challenge right here, right now.
It seems as though brothers planned that Natalya's going to be the one to accept the open challenge. The Riot Squad changed the plans.
Looks like I'm gonna be the one accepting your open challenge.
The Raw Women's Champion
I think the idea of Hogan being at the Saudi Arabia show is just funny. Just his theme music. I am a real American.
times the numbers game would catch up.
Like, I am a real Saudi Arabian. Like, what? It's just funny to me. I don't know why I find it humorous. I just do. But considering the dumbass prince there that loves the 90s stuff, yeah, Hogan is probably somebody he would want.
Holding off the Riot Squad last week here on Monday Night Raw.
You know, since Yokozuna is booked for an indie show that weekend, he can't make it. So maybe WWE will send Hogan instead.
And tonight, an opportunity of payback for Natalya.
So what do we got here? Natalya and who? Logan? Natalya, your outfits are just out of control. That shit is way more complex than it needs to be. Oh, hi, Bellas. Hey, look, it's everybody's favorite. This is so stupid. We want talent. Hashtag. He's taking up spots, these divas. Stupid. Stupid divas.
Howdy, folks. Is now a good time to talk about KFC's new hot honey chicken? We take my extra crispy chicken and glaze it in my golden hot honey sauce for a crispy, sweet.
Well, we all know Benoit's making the trip. I mean, that's obvious. Yeah, they'll be sending him. Yeah, we haven't got that goddamn Subway commercial yet. It damn near ruined my Monday last week. So far, I've been spared the misery. You know that YouTube video where the SNL guy punches a hole through his computer monitor? It's like, that's what I want to do.
Half of everything sold on Amazon comes from small and medium businesses just like mine.
Yeah, all that shit, it's just so misguided, you know? Everybody's like, man, the Divas division is being ruined. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Jesus Christ, for years. How long have we been saying this about the men? How many years, how many decades have people been saying, man, it's bullshit that this person is getting pushed and this person's not getting an opportunity? This is WWE. It's not women. It's all of WWE. It's what they do. The minute the internet was invented and there was chat rooms and message boards and shit like that, that's exactly what's been going on there ever since the fucking 90s. It's nothing different. There's always people, there's always fans that feel that these people shouldn't get an opportunity and these people should. They're acting like this is brand new. That WWE's all of a sudden, you know, doing this shit. Did you not see the Divas division 10 years ago, 12 years ago? Would you rather have that? It's like the fans try to, it's like they try to make themselves the baby faces, but they come off looking like marks. You know what I mean? Like they think they're going to make some sort of difference. Yeah, we're going to stand up for these women. Bullshit. You're just trying to make noise and have people listen to you. You don't really give a shit about the women. I was like, the thing about it is, WWE does stupid shit all the time. They do it with the men, they do it with the women, they do it with the tag teams, they do it with everybody. So to act like just now, right all of a sudden, 2018, WWE all of a sudden isn't booking people properly? No fucking shit, Sherlock. Hey, buddy. Fans need to get over themselves. Not a good time, buddy. Are you really going to come right in here? Was it? Which one of you were in the litter box? If it was you, I don't want you in here. Come on, buddy. Say hi first. Say hi. Hello. Well, if you're going to come over here, you got to say hi. That's the rules. Yeah, and plus, like, people have got to understand, too, about the Bella stuff. Like, everybody's up in arms because Nikki Bella might challenge Ronda Rousey. It's not like she's challenging Ronda Rousey in, like, a straight-up one-on-one match and she's going to beat her clean. This could be a heel turn with Stephanie involved. This could be a big, elaborate ruse for Stephanie to get a bunch of people to rise up against Ronda, help her out, and screw Ronda out of the title. If Nikki Bella beats Ronda Rousey with all sorts of interference from 5 or 6 other women and foreign objects, and they damn near shoot Ronda Rousey with a gun in order to get Nikki Bella on top of her to pin her 1, 2, 3 and win the belt, it's like, it's not a burial. You know, I think people need to realize that Nikki Bella is not going to go into the ring at Evolution, if this match even happens. She's not going to go in there and beat Ronda and tap her out to the STF that Cena taught her. You know, it's not going to happen. So, Nikki could beat Ronda for sure, but she's going to need a whole lot of help to do it. And it's just great nuclear heel heat because the fans already hate her because she can't wrestle and all that shit. So you make her a heel, align her with Stephanie, they cheat to dethrone Ronda. The fans can all fucking flip out because, oh, it's bullshit. It doesn't make any sense for a star like that to beat Ronda. You know, just let them bubble, let them boil. Next thing you know, you've got epic heel reactions for Nikki when she comes down to the ring with the belt on Raw. The fans are going to boo her louder than they boo Roman Reigns. Where's the downside? You know? It's bullshit because it's not Asuka or something. Like, fuck, goddamn, it's theater. It's TV. The fuck? Stop trying to act like this is legitimate fucking competitive sports. It's not. And y'all sound stupid when you start getting so concerned. Oh, this person's not being used right. I'm like, fuck off. I guess you got your booker's license online for $5. But it doesn't mean you know any better than anybody else doing anything. So stick your "We Want Talent" hashtag up your ass. Because it's stupid. And I said that a couple of weeks ago, awesome, because compared to Brie, Nikki Bella is not bad. Okay, this is a 6th woman. All right, Natalya and the Bellas. All right, Brie, let's get in there. Let's do some botching. Because I thought Nikki looked pretty good a couple of weeks ago after we saw Brie do all the horrible suicide botches. So I was like, well, damn, compared to Brie, she's fucking Bret Hart. I mean, she's relatively strong, too. I mean, Nikki's not terrible, but yeah. Nikki is still in that, she's in that diva category. And so the fans like to pretend they have respect for wrestling because they don't like characters like this when that line of thinking is not really what pro wrestling's about. That is the dumbest move. It's called Twin Magic. That's the name of it. It was just a somersault. Yeah, I agree. The Bellas are stupid in the ring. But I don't give a shit if they get title matches and stuff, whatever, man. Especially if they're heels. Boy, wrestling fans with this mentality, they would have hated the 90s. I cannot imagine YouTube in the 1990s whenever the Ultimate Warrior would win a match. Man, this is bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. He picks the guy up and he just drops him and then he splashes him and then he gets pinned. You know, his moveset is stupid. He's got 3 moves. You know, like... You got guys like Bret Hart who in tag teams wasting away, doing nothing, and this no-talent steroid bum is the champion. I mean, oh my god. I can only imagine if these type of fans were around. The shit they would be saying on fucking YouTube and social media. My god. WWE doesn't utilize Hercules properly, you know? Like, ugh. I'm glad I'm old enough to remember when wrestling didn't have this type of shit attached to it. It's one thing to chat and discuss and even criticize. It's another thing for literally thousands of people to all think they know what the best way to do things are. Well, not all y'all know. Not everybody can be right. That's alright. Brie can kick Liv. She's a tough girl. She wouldn't be in a ring if her big brother didn't show her how to be tough. I threw her down a flight of stairs when she was 8. And she got right up. Totally no-sold it. Like it was nothing. Ugh, Brie. I might disagree with that stupid hashtag, but if Brie Bella disappeared from my television forever, I'd be perfectly fine with that. I wouldn't cry or nothing. I'd be like, sweet. What's this, a quadruple superplex? Or 6 women plex? Oh yeah, triple. There's a triple. I think that's an option at In and Out. That's gotta be a commercial break with everybody hugging on the outside of the ring. Yeah, push the Red Rooster. What a stupid gimmick. What are the writers thinking? Like, man, Pat Patterson is so out of touch. You know, shit like that. That's what we'd be hearing. We'd have Fire Pat Patterson hashtags on Twitter. Bruce Pritchard must go. He's out of touch. I'm like, I'm out of touch, motherfucker. Compared to the fans that bitch about everything, I'm probably definitely out of touch. And proud of it. No, you just change the channel. Well, that's an option for everybody. If there is something on Raw that you don't like, you are free to change the channel because it is a 3-hour show. And if you change the channel for 15 minutes and then come back, the part you don't like will be over. See how easy it is? I've not even once checked over to see what we got audience-wise in here tonight. Where are we? Don't forget, please subscribe, too, if you have not yet already. I want to try to get up to 23,000 here soon. We're getting there. Oh, likes are really low. 50 likes? That's jabroni. That's Bush League. Let's get 100 on there at least. We got 270 people in here watching. So yeah, hook me up with a like, smash that subscribe. Would like to get 100 or so new subs in here tonight if we could, and start making that march to not only 23,000, but 25,000. That's what I've got in my sights. I want to try to get up to 25K by the end of the year would be ideal. So if we can make that happen, I'd appreciate it. We got 3 months to do it. Hook a brother up. Ben threw a 75-yard TD? That sucks. To who? Oh no, not to Antonio Brown. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm up, I'm currently up by 60. 59 points I'm up by. Roethlisberger currently has 8.5. Antonio Brown has 1. And O.J. Howard has 2 for Tampa Bay. So, who cares? Even if I lose, I don't give a shit. It's going to make me 0-3. I don't care. I just want this year to be over. Fucking hate fantasy. Bring back JB Noble. Fine with me. Yeah, Catherine, I don't know who that is. Is it a man or a woman? Man, I'll tell you what. I mean, I know you're joking, Wesley Chen, but, like, if you could somehow put those two factions together in their prime, I'd actually like to see that match. I'd like to see Roman, Seth, and Dean against Hall, Nash, and Hogan. You know? Like, I don't know, 2014 Shield or 2013 Shield versus 1997 NWO? Or maybe even 96 NWO? Totes. I mean, I would just laugh. I could only imagine if this shit existed back then, man. Oh my god. I just saw Brodus Clay. What's that about? He's in some fucking show? Hi, Sarah. Oh, we got Sarah and Nikki in there. We got X and Current in the same match. That's pretty cool. What's up, Chris? How you doing this week? Thanks for that super chat. Man, I don't know, a dream 5-on-5, I'd have to really think. And who would be captain of each team? Well, let's make one team Brett. He'll captain that one. Let's make the other team Sean. He'll captain that one. On Brett's team, I'd probably put Undertaker. I'm trying to think of people Brett has like mutual respect with. I'd probably put Undertaker, Stone Cold, Owen. Undertaker, Stone Cold, and Owen. And Brett. I need one more. How about Kurt Angle? And then on Sean's side, we'll go Hall, we'll go Nash, we'll go Triple H. And, who else? One more. Hogan. There you go. I think that's a pretty good match right off the top of my head, don't you? I don't remember what I just said. Brett, Taker, Austin, Owen, and who the fuck else? And Angle against the Click and Hogan? Yeah. You guys got to pick a winner in that, though. You could also reverse that. Instead of Brett and Sean being captains, it could be Hogan and Austin. They could be captains. All right, Steelers are way back in their own end zone there. Oh, they threw a flag on that? I don't even like Ben, but come on. Ooh, I don't know if Rick Rude would be on Sean's team. Rick Rude would be on Brett's team. Rick Rude did not appreciate what happened to Brett. So I think Rude, if Rude was on Sean's team, he'd turn on him. That would be pretty cool. A little swerve. I said last week that I think Nikki Bella and Ruby Riott would be a good singles feud because they're very opposite and they're exactly kind of like what the fans are bitching about right now. You got the nice pretty girl, you know, against kind of the edgier, harder working type of chick. I think it's a natural feud just because of their differences. You know, one of them's covered in tattoos and all emo, and the other one's the prom queen. One can wrestle, one can't. You know, there's all sorts of great dynamics there if you did a one-on-one. And Riot kick, she's going to pin Natalya, isn't she? All right, Riot Squad wins. Fine with me. And fine with the fans, too. I'm sure they didn't want to see Brie Mode getting any pins. I see. You see the Dr. Chris Amon out there, or Chris Amon? He's hanging out there. Man, as we're talking about Brett and Sean, ironically, Natty has Logan in the sharpshooter and she gets hit with a super kick. Interesting. Ironic. I'll be back in 5 seconds. I need a beer. Alright. I got such a variety of beers. I got some Pacificos, I've got some Stellas, I've got some blonde ales, and I've got IPAs. And I also have butter and eggs and shit in my fridge as well. It ain't just beer. You know, okay, so Baron Corbin has the two partners. Any ideas who it might be? I've got an idea. He's got two partners. You know who I'd have it be? Or is that correct English? You know who I'd have it be? I think Corbin should team up with the Authors of Pain and take on the Shield. That would be cool. It would be a nice rub for the Authors of Pain. Of course, if they lose, they're going to be buried, right? But if they're in there just working with the Shield, working a main event match, that's what they need. They've been doing jack shit so far. You put Drake Maverick with them, now all of a sudden 3 weeks later they're in the main event. I say he picks Authors of Pain. That's what I would do. What do y'all think? Unless we see the Authors of Pain, like if we go the whole show and we don't see the Authors of Pain in a squash, like we've seen every week, then yeah, that's probably going to be it. Thank you, Kong. I hope everybody enjoys this. Man, we got to make our own good time. Raw sucks. So we got to hang out together. Even my audience is lower. The ratings are down this week because of WWE's crappy shit. We only have 250 people in here. Likes are getting up there, but I'd really appreciate 100. So 24 of y'all, smash that like button. One finger. Or if you're on your phone, one tap. It's completely free.
Joy can. She's got the new iPhone on Verizon. Just got it. Best phone, best network. Nice. And only Verizon gives you 6 months of free Apple Music.
Right now, I got a lot of beers. I got Pacifico going down easily. I always drink light beers on stream nights because I ain't trying to get wasted. Because every night after I'm done streaming, I usually get some work done on the channel. Barry, I gotta be working on your video. I got all the bullshit out of the way. The template and the overlay and the pictures and everything I need visually is done. I just gotta finish watching the show. I'm about halfway through it. Finish making my notes and record it. And that'll be up on October 3rd. I know, Catherine, I'm out of touch. You're in for a rough time at Survivor Series. You're going to be with this old man who doesn't know anything. These gizmos and gadgets are going to confuse me. I'm going to be complaining about everything. I'll probably have diarrhea or something. I'm going to be a joy. No, I'm kidding. We're going to have a fucking blast. And by the way, if y'all are in LA, if any of you are in LA during Survivor Series weekend, hit me up. DM me on Twitter. We're going to be somewhere watching TakeOver that night. Probably a bar. So if anybody's in the area or in the neighborhood, come on down and visit us.
Wi-Fi's ordinary. Basic. Do I look basic? No. Which is why I have Xfinity X5. It's super fast, and you can control every device in the house. Let's face it.
You haven't seen Pacificos? I thought Pacificos were everywhere. These are like Coronas. They're like Mexican beer, but I didn't think these were exclusive to California. I always thought they're everywhere. They're real light, just chill beer. They're like, it's just basically it's like a Corona, same thing. A lot of people put limes in them. I don't. Limes are for pussies. Oh yeah, the pyro. Man, Catherine, I remember the pyro though. Last time I've been to a show, the pyro was a big deal. Back when I used to go to... They used to do pyros for fucking house shows. When I went to them, back during the Attitude Era. I mean, it was like fucking fireworks all the time. God damn. Hey, what are they all doing out there? Oh, Stephanie's stupid music. Alright, so I thought they were coming out there to do a Connor's Cure thing. I didn't realize this is an actual thing. Oh no, they are doing... Alright, let's be all charitable, which is great. I'm not shitting on this. And what's under the fucking tarp? Are those two belts?
September is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, and WWE is incredibly honored to continue to drive funds and research and money for pediatric
We're so great.
awareness in honor
I'm translating what Stephanie says.
WWE fan and Hall of Famer.
We can't quietly help these kids. We have to make a spectacle of it. To show everybody how great we are.
We have raised over $2.5 million and helped over 400 families with unanticipated needs like parking vouchers and food vouchers.
Well, that's great.
This campaign has focused on the superstars of tomorrow, where kids have created their own WWE superstar personas.
I'm wondering if, are those belts under there, are they going to give those away to a couple of kids, or are these the women tags? And what's this big board behind them? Here, I'm going to turn this up so y'all can hear it.
Honor and privilege of meeting the superstars of tomorrow. Superstars like the Super Destroyer.
You know, this is all fine I just don't think you need all the talent out there on the stage. They don't even need to be there. If Stephanie and Triple H want to come out there and suck their own dicks, do it. But I don't think that they got to have everybody out there. Unless they're making a couple of kids' days and they get to hang out with these wrestlers, I don't see the point.
Collectively, we get stronger. So this year, we're incredibly proud that we have a new tag team partner. Please take a look.
So Hyundai's their new tag team partner. Great.
Today at Monday Night Raw to celebrate National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month with the Hyundai Hope on Wheels organization that's helping kids fight cancer. For the Hyundai Hope on Wheels vehicle, which is the 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe, we include the handprints of brave cancer fighters on the car. Those are real handprints of real children whose stories we have captured.
When I was 8 years old, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is a type of blood cancer. Through treatment, I always remembered the motto.
My brother-in-law, he was born, he had childhood leukemia. He's 35 now, and he's been cancer-free his whole life.
Your attitude, because you're right. Attitude is everything.
This is actually a gift from me to you. This is my thank you for coming out here.
That kid's big. He's as tall as Seth Rollins.
New Orleans. It's going to follow us the entire month of September as we continue to fight pediatric cancer.
Steph's birthday is her celebration. Be funny if she unveiled presents to herself and then a big picture of her.
And I couldn't be more proud.
This month alone, we will award 38 new research grants to doctors all across the country, totaling $14.1 million. Because this is our 20th anniversary, it's the biggest September we've ever had. I think that's just amazing that we got the WWE superstars to join us in this fight.
I don't know, Chris. Thanks for the super chat. If Sean went to WCW in 97, what happens to Triple H? I still think Triple H would have eventually got to be a star, but he wouldn't have got that notice. He wouldn't have been on that fast track with DX, because DX wouldn't have existed. He would have had to find another path. But I still think he could have gotten there. Like, I don't think his success was because of DX. I think it just put him on the fast track quicker. That's my thought on it.
To introduce two of WWE's newest superstars.
Okay, cool. So they're just giving the belts to the kids. Thank God. I wasn't ready for a women's tag title yet. I need some time. Not ready.
They are thriving. So here, accompanied by the executive director of Hope on Wheels, Safar Brooks. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Carter and Elizabeth.
You know what's like gives me some hope for the future is that wrestling fans are the biggest jerk-offs in the crowd, but I'm really happy to know that they don't act like assholes during this stuff. Look, they're all clapping, they're all standing, they might even be a little bit bored with this, but they're not complaining. Thank God. Like, they weren't what chanting Stephanie and Triple H, you know what I mean? I just never underestimate the douchebaggery of fans, but I'm really happy to see that they're not, whenever they do stuff like this, which is quite common now, the fans aren't jerks. And I'm happy that they're not. Dude, I don't know how old that kid is, but he's going to be at least 6'5" when he grows up. Look at the legs on that boy. Should play basketball, son. Steph's like, hug me, I'm sorry I almost got your name wrong. So they're going to get a couple of Universal titles, and she'll get a woman's belt. And then a picture. Can you imagine just being in a ring as like a 13-year-old kid being like, holy shit, I'm in the middle of a ring on Raw. Now I know what Nicholas feels like.
Kids, I remember. What was that dance you just did for me backstage? Well, don't be scared now, do it.
Well, you got better moves than me, kid. If I was to get up here and dance, y'all be shutting the stream off. And probably unsubscribing, too. Like, fuck this bald guy.
When you're a champion, you have to have something to show for it, right?
Man, I hope you're not giving him replicas. I hope you're giving him actual belts. Like the real deluxe. Wow, kid's got an IC title and a Universal. I'd love it if the girl was like, yo, I wanted the SmackDown one. That's the one Becky Lynch has. Can I trade it up? I was just about to say, the fans should chant, you deserve it. And they did. Not to make light of this, but it would be funny if Roman Reigns is like, so that's what I gotta do. Good job, fans. I appreciate y'all not being dicks. Oh, they are replicas.
Well, thank you so much, Stephanie and Triple H, for that generous recognition to Carter and Elizabeth, two amazing kids that, just like the WWE, they know a little something about fighting and winning. Let's give another round of applause for Carter and Elizabeth. Well, as you've heard, Hyundai Hope on Wheels celebrates 20 years in the fight against childhood cancer.
No stunner. I assure you, this, of all things, is not the reason Raw's rating is in the toilet. There are plenty of other things hurting their ratings than this.
To save lives in pediatric cancer. You are doing incredible work, and we are so honored to be your partner. Because together, yes, let's give a big another round of applause for the WWE.
Oh, the NFL does this too. They're always doing shit. You've seen it. It might not be cancer-related stuff, but they do other stuff. They do all sorts of shit. You always see video of all the you know, stars of the NFL painting a fence or a house or volunteering somewhere, doing something. So they just don't talk about it during halftime of their games. Oh shit! Antonio Brown. I'm gonna fucking lose, aren't I? Oh god. I'm projected to lose now by 1 point. It's only second quarter. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. $200 grand?
$200,000 for Connor's cure. Absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow's superstars like Carter and Elizabeth need your support.
Well, in a 3-hour show, there's plenty of time for this stuff, you know?
Donate now at ConnorTheCrusher.com. Certainly an incredible moment here on Raw, but there's a lot more in store tonight. For the first time in nearly a year, the Shield will compete in 6-man tag team action against acting general manager Baron Corbin and two partners of his
Who ran over Austin? The Warlord. Everybody knows that. Did Brie legitimately hurt Liv, or did Liv just get hurt during a move with Brie? I kind of missed what happened. Well, yeah, Dawn, I mean, that's what it is now. Like, with it, you know, it's like, on my streams here, I laugh. It's like, you know, I create my little template, you know, for my overlays, but every week I change the date, and sometimes I change the images or the wrestlers. That's WWE. I mean, they have a template for Raw. All right, we're going to have this scenario that leads to this tag match, and we're going to have this backstage segment that leads to this type of thing. And then we just take out wrestlers, put ones in, maybe change up the timing of it. It's the same shit. It's the same scenarios, just with different wrestlers dropped into each one. Like every week, same type of promos, same type of everything. It just follows the same formula, the same format, week after exhausting week. My God. Thank God for YouTube. There ain't no way I'd be watching this without you guys. Ain't no fucking way.
The bus crashed. Michael escaped. I've been preparing for this for a long time.
RB Entertainment, I sort of agree with that, but again, Raw, like, what did we miss instead? So instead of getting a Titus Worldwide versus Ascension match, they got the couple of kids bringing out there, presenting them with belts and donating money to cancer. It's a 3-hour show. There's so much bullshit in the show. What are we missing? I'm fine with it. This stuff doesn't bother me. They could do it in the beginning of the show, but then it wouldn't get them on TV to show off how great they are. So, luckily, Raw is so bad, and we have so many meaningless, stupid matches that when I do my Raw reviews every week in my podcast, I don't even talk about them. So all we lost out on here is a throwaway match that we wouldn't have cared about anyway. It's not like something like this took the place of a Intercontinental title match or a main event segment or anything like that. It's just a spot in the show. So, a couple of guys on the roster, you know, some throwaway match guys, might have missed out on an opportunity to compete tonight. But who cares? We'll see them next week. Wrestling just keeps on going. World keeps on spinning. Now, if the show was 2 hours and they were dedicating 15 minutes to this, yeah, maybe I might agree with you a little more. But, I mean, shit, these shows aren't even 3 hours. They're 3 hours and 15 minutes long. They're long shows. So if they want to do some of that stuff, let them. I love Scott's comment or chat comment. Do you remember when Carlino got Jesus to stab John Cena? It took me a minute to realize what you said. Yes, I remember when Carlino got Jesus to stab John Cena. That was kind of funny. That I didn't like. Especially, I think at the time, at what point did WWE have, they had like a t-shirt? Or they had a slogan, it was like, no guns, no knives, just chairs. Well, you got a knife here, you got a goddamn stabbing. I remember being, not offended by it, but I just remember not I was like, you should never do a stabbing in wrestling. You know, I mean, Bruiser Brody, you know, I just, shit like that, I remember not liking that at the time. We didn't see the stabbing on TV, they just, you know, referred to it or whatever. And I think that's how Carlito got the U.S. title off of Cena. I can barely remember how that went down, but I remember just kind of rolling my eyes when they came up with that storyline. I'm like, oh, Jesus. You fucking stabbing now? Come on. Well, Dawn, I actually would have liked to see Bobby Roode and Gable because I love that pairing. Gable is cracking me up. Oh, they're finally up to the, on Total Divas, they're up to the Paige retirement. I forgot Paige was even on Total Divas. There's Dean Ambrose is backstage contemplating things. Maybe Dolph Ziggler was right.
Hey, no. Listen. I don't want trouble. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight? Hey, listen. All I'm saying was out there earlier. All I was saying was the truth. You know that. All I was saying was the truth. Where was the shield? Where was the shield when you were out for 9 months? You must die from a staph infection. Where were they? Huh? They don't care. They don't care about you. You mean too much. Listen. I was on SmackDown with you. I was there.
I can't believe I'm gonna fucking lose fantasy. You gotta be shitting me.
Do everything you could do on your own. You were champion there. I saw it all with my own eyes. They don't give a damn about you. And you know that. You'll always just be part of the shield. Listen, man. Tonight you go up against Corbin and his crew. You don't have to do anything. Alright? I know how hard it is to turn on your brothers. I know what it means. You don't have to do anything. We'll be out there watching. You just give us a signal, man. We'll take care of the rest.
There's no way Dean's going for this. This is probably just going to be a setup by the Shield. Oh, there's Gable. Speak of the devil. Look at him. He's saying, Bobby Roode's like, here's how you do it. Look, I'm glorious. Maybe one day you'll get a robe too. But that day is not today.
my size. Well, I picked up a few pointers from my partner. And if I get in trouble, all I gotta do is ask myself, WWBRD.
Yeah, what would Bobby Roode do? Can't you fucking figure it out, Bobby Roode? Bobby, you're stupid. You didn't know what that meant? There are two types of people in this world. Those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. Yeah, Connor's quite a bit bigger than Gable. If he can get him in that German thing that he does, that'd be pretty impressive. Do I remember The Rock? Of course I do. Fucking Don Morocco was one of my favorite wrestlers ever. What kind of question is that, Brandon? Of course I know who Don Morocco is. Household name, man. Fuji Vice? Oh my god, dude had so much charisma. Unreal. Ascension, y'all have lost so many fucking matches. Even if I saw you guys in a bar, I wouldn't be scared of you. They look like the two guys, not the two guys, but they look like they could fit into the misfits that crashed the party in the movie Weird Science. Put those motherfuckers on some motorcycles and put them in that living room. No, new Flyers mascot? No. Philadelphia Flyers? I don't think I have.
Listen to this. Rattling whip.
The freight train taking off.
Breaker's lightweight process cleaning too. Hey, Corey, you made a great point. I mean, Connor and Victor have been in a tag team, Ascension, all the way from their days in NXT. Competed many times against the Ascension, one of the most dominant tag teams ever to appear in NXT.
Man, this is not even funny, but it kind of is. Connor should have a t-shirt that says Connor's Cure, but like Connor with a K.
It is terrifying. The man is enormous, and he moves with incredible, deceptive speed. Come on. Chad Gable, however, a former Olympian, 2012 Olympics. You're not going to get a lot of fancy techniques or technicalities out of Connor, but the man just brings raw power, smash mouth style. Staring down at Bobby Roode. Again, as he looks at the distraction, perhaps, and Gable now with an armbar locked to the ropes, got a 5 count to break, and he does.
Come on, well, Gable's gonna win this. The Ascension doesn't win.
Missile drop kick to the knee, great strategy. Bring the big man down to his size.
How much of this newfound momentum?
You see the look in Connor's eyes. It looked like Gable might have just irritated him. Oh, and down goes Connor and Gable, building momentum.
How much is momentum that Chad Gable has, do you think, because of Bobby Roode?
Oh, there's that. God, that is just crazy.
Look at this now. Is it enough? And a kick out by Connor at 2. Tremendous power as well for Chad Gable.
I was just about to ask that. I don't even know what's going on behind the scenes with Jason Jordan. I don't know his status. I don't know what's going on with his injury. I don't know any of that. I do know there was talk of him maybe not being able to wrestle and WWE finding other things for him to do in the company, but I don't know the latest. So y'all help me out. What's going on with that? Oh, the audience jumped up a bit. 330 folks or so in here. Hook me up with a like. Smash that like button. And subscribe. Have we gotten any new subscribers tonight? Hopefully we have. On the road to 25K, so every subscription helps. Connor beat him? What the fuck's going on? Is my stream messing up? Is this wrong? Y'all, something's wrong with my stream because the referee's raising Connor's hand. I'm gonna have to refresh it. My TV thinks Connor won. Oh my god. Here, let's refresh. Now the replay's showing him winning too. Something's fucked up, guys. Well, I'm sorry. If I'm gonna do some raw reaction, I'm gonna be saying the wrong shit because this is not working. All right, well, hopefully you guys are seeing the real Monday Night Raw, and I guess by now Chad Gable has probably pinned him. So just fill me in on what's going on until I get my stream fixed. All right, it's back on now. Oh, Charlie is going to interview Stephanie and Triple H as they leave Raw. Leaving in the middle of their job. Nice job, guys. Unless you're going to smash in the limo, you got no business leaving right now.
Last week, the Phenom said that you have a broken soul and that delusion would be your downfall because you've got corporate.
Oh yeah, let's ask Undertaker, ask Triple H about Undertaker. Caruso, make sure he you get that question in.
We're not going to be fighting in suits. We're not going to be fighting in a boardroom. And as far as him taking my soul, I sold that a long time ago.
Oh, thanks, JJ. Yeah, I missed the finish, so Gable won with a roll-up. Great. Yeah, I knew my stream was mistaken.
That is honest with themselves. Can feel it in the air. Been coming for a while now. When it comes to the Undertaker, the end is near.
The end is near. All right, Triple H and Stephanie. See ya. I hate bosses like that. They leave before the day's over? Lazy bastards. What kind of example does that set? A week from Saturday. Shit, a week from this Saturday. Fuck. All right, so what do we got? What is this? McIntyre and Ziggy against the Revival? Yeah, sure. Like they're going to drop the belts here. Oh, 2006 DX was horrible. 97 NWO would kill them. I hated every DX reboot. Once, like, glow sticks were involved, I was done. I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. In my mind, the only DX that has ever existed was 1997 through, like, 99 or whatever the fuck. Or 2000, maybe. Well, Catherine, your boss is an asshole. I believe in leading by example. I'm the first one in, last one out. The minute I start being lazy, then everybody else is going to be lazy. That's the way it go. That's the way game chasing go. Carmella, I don't hate your dark hair. It's pretty good. I like the Miz and Asuka as a team. They're cute. What's wrong with glow sticks? Nothing. I wish I had some on me right now. I take them to the bar later. Try to pick up some chicks. Hey, check out my glow stick. I can probably get you one if you want. I'm the only one that has access to them, really. I just didn't like it. Was just too much. It was too. I mean, they were still a little raunchier. I love the whole Vince love Cox stuff and shit that they were doing in DX, but they were a cartoon of themselves. You know, they were too DX-y. It was too much green in your face. It was too much T-shirt. It was too much theme music and glow stick and everything. I almost liked it when they were like regular dudes. It was just too. It was too overdone. Basically, is what I'm saying. Because in true WWE fashion, they can't stick with what works. They have to overdo it and overproduce the fucking balls out of it. And that's what they did with DX. I mean, a lot of that early DX stuff, well, a lot of that was like improv. That was Shawn and Triple H just coming up with funny-ass shit to do. With very little input. I'm sure they had some from Russo and guys like that, but it wasn't like just full-blown scripted. And when they were funny, they were actually funny. It didn't come off as like cheesy, goofy, funny, or humor, or jokes, or anything like that. Wherein, by the time they got to 06, I felt like it was a lot of potty humor and stuff like that. Where in 97, you had that, but it wasn't. It was also a little more edgier, at least for the time. I loved it when, after the Royal Rumble, when The Undertaker got burnt in the casket and they brought out the grill, and they had the chef's aprons on, and they had the big sausages, and Triple H was comparing Owen's sausage to his, or whatever. That was just kind of like random funny shit. Shawn was playing strip poker and like dangling his balls out and stuff. I mean, it was... I don't know why I found that more entertaining. I guess I'm the weird one, but... In 2006, it was way too WWE-ish. You know, didn't feel real at all.
Use Old Spice.
She knows best.
Dude, Pop-Tart splits already fused 2 Pop-Tarts together. See? Strawberry and cheesecake.
Yeah, but watch me fuse 4 Pop-Tarts together. With this.
I don't want to see these 2 young douches fuse any Pop-Tarts together. You both look like idiots. Damn. JJ Leg, that's interesting. Mysterio and Almas feud? Maybe. Man, I think Mysterio and Zelina Vega feud might be good. But yeah, that could work. Maybe having them alliance at first and then they turn, or Almas turns, or something. People's Choice Awards. Sorry, I don't give a rat's ass, WWE. I don't care who wins, and I ain't voting, and I ain't watching. All right, the poor Revival. Yeah, that's right. The Revival were supposed to get this shot until McIntyre and Dolph took them out. Ain't no way the Revival was winning this match. Ain't no way. Man, speaking of that hurricane, one of my friends texted me a picture today. The main road into Wilmington, where the hurricane went over, I used to live there. I-40, which is basically your main way in. There's only one other way you can even get into the town. And it was completely underwater for days and days and days. I guess the water finally receded, and the entire road is just covered in fish, of dead fish. It's crazy. He sent me this picture of just fish as far as the eye could see on the ground. Just dead. Because the water had finally receded. The water was polluted too, so I think a lot of the fish died. And you just got dead fish all up and down the interstate for miles. I'm sure it smells lovely. Horrible. Well, I hate to step away for 30 seconds during a tag team title match, but I've got to. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Talk about the Revival doing homework on Dolph and Drew, but could we say this is the most unpredictable we've seen from either of these superstars?
Oh, nobody home. Wilder moves out of the way. Grabs the tights of Ziggler. Great move by Wilder. Landed Ziggler. The Revival are going to be looking to implement their classic tag team specialist style. Cut the ring in half.
All right, I'm back. I'll be right with you. All right. Tag match still in progress. I'm almost thinking if, like... No, maybe not in this match. I'd say Dean Ambrose comes out and just costs him the match or something. That's his way of saying, like, fuck off.
As Wilder, the powder keg of the Revival, exploding over the top rope right through Dolph Ziggler. And notice how far Dolph is from McIntyre.
I don't even think I could put one of the pictures up. Unless I can get it from my phone to you guys somehow, but...
Perfection right now. And we also talked earlier about the fact
One thing that was crazy is one of the... Oh, no, I never... Oh, yeah, I did. There was one fish that had another fish in his mouth. It was fucking insane.
Wilder just too powerful. Bridge of Saturn submission locked in. Ziggler gonna tap out here.
What the hell?
With the tag team goal. Guys can tear Dolph's shoulders right out of the sockets. Ziggler screaming.
Oh, there we go. Break his arm.
Break his arm. Ziggler now. Dragged back to the center of the ring. Great move by Wilder as he saw Ziggler. Into the ring. Counter. Cover by Dolph.
It's so funny. I found, like, this little, like, quick way, you know, like, if I ever take a picture on my phone and I want to put it to my computer to have it in there or edit it, instead of, like, pulling it manually off my phone, I can just DM myself on Twitter the picture. And that works.
Able to frustrate Wilder there momentarily, forcing him into doing something a little unusual. Remember the advantage with McIntyre and Ziggler. Revival must pin or submit.
There's no way Revival's gonna win this shit, man.
Count out disqualifications. The title will not change hands. Scott Dawson told me last week he took it incredibly personally that Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre cut the line. Wait a minute. To the stairs.
Ooh, Jesus.
Failed maneuver by Dolph Ziggler. McIntyre now.
Commercial. No?
Into this matchup.
We got a couple in the front row on their honeymoon. At least WWE could do is give them a good show. Damn.
Driven shoulder first into the steel stairs.
For somebody like Dolph Ziggler, not at 100% tonight. Like you said, he's still moving pretty quick.
Ziggler dragging himself back up to the apron.
Yeah, I would imagine Ray, if we're going to see Ray anywhere, or at least come back, I really hope they hold him off. I hope they don't get the urge to bring him out at Super Showdown or anything. He doesn't need to be there. Because he worked both Rumble matches, right? Didn't he work January and then he worked Greatest Royal Rumble? So it's not like they haven't had him in, but I would like to see him hold him off for SmackDown 1000. I'm curious if we're going to get an Undertaker appearance at SmackDown 1000. I guess it depends on what he does at Super Showdown. But I know Batista won't be there, which kind of sucks. I didn't read the interview with him, but apparently he wasn't too thrilled that he wasn't invited to the show. I mean, Batista needs to be there. Edge needs to be there. Ray. Kurt Angle. I would say Brock, but I think we all know better. I'd like to see Taz on the call. I'd love for them to bring in Taz and have him call the show with Michael Cole. Why not?
Acting so funny. What's wrong, Billy?
My doctor says I have Skittles pox.
Are they contagious?
I don't think so.
Contract the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Howdy, folks. Is now a good time to talk about KFC's new hot honey chicken? We take my extra crispy chicken and glaze it in my golden hot honey sauce for a crispy sweet heat that sneaks up on you. Try KFC's new hot honey tenders basket.
I got text messages.
Well, Howry is here. Healthy folks, and you will laugh out loud. We had a real connection, man. She booped me. Boop. Boop. Premieres Sunday on Fox. Advil presents a big breakthrough in pain relief. Advil Liquigels Minis, a mighty
Where the fuck is the chat? There we go.
power that works at liquid speed. You'll ask, what pain? Advil Liquigels.
Roman retires Ray at WrestleMania? No, that's not the match we're going to see. Roman ain't working with a little guy like that. I don't know, Spencer. I have no idea what's even advertised. I don't think it's 3 hours, but considering it's the 1000th show and they're going to have a lot of special guests and appearances and throwbacks and shit like that, I wouldn't be surprised if USA gave him another hour, but I don't know. I haven't even thought about that.
Brought to you by Talkspace. Therapy for all.
Teddy Long, another guy. I don't think Taz's heat is bad enough for him not to come in and do a one-time appearance. I still don't think he is. I think WWE would rather have their own guys. They want to have Corey Graves and all that shit. So Taz is probably not an option, but I wouldn't see the harm in bringing him in. But I mean, maybe not even to call the show. Maybe just to call one match. You know, how about that? For old time's sake, you know, have him come out there with Cole. Not JBL. But yeah, JBL should probably be on the show too. But I don't want to see his stupid face.
So visit sci-fi.com, because just like a TARDIS, we're bigger on the inside.
All this month, check out USA's
Vicky maybe, but I always, even though Eddie was a big part of SmackDown, I always associate Vicky with Raw. Because of all her years there.
USA's must-watch list movies. All this month on demand.
We're back live on Monday Night Raw, and it's for the Raw Tag Team titles. Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre defending against the Revival, Scott Dawson, and Dash Wilder. And Ziggler trying to keep Wilder from making a tag to Dawson. Ziggler hanging on for dear life, but here comes Scott Dawson. Scott Dawson fired up.
Well, Revival, you're not winning this match.
3 weeks for this opportunity. They're gonna make them pay.
You would think that if anybody has to be at SmackDown 1000, it would be the man who the show was named after, but no, I don't think Dwayne will be making the appearance. Hogan, maybe. Hogan, maybe. Just depends on what they have planned for him.
Dolph has suffered so much punishment tonight. Oh, look at this butterfly by Dawson. Is it enough to put Ziggler away?
Man, I'll listen to Vicky screaming all day. I'll have her right in my ear, listening to her yelling, saying "excuse me" before I'd listen to Bree Mode or Bree say Bree Mode once.
Nearly called himself former Raw Tag Team Champion after that.
Steph turned 42 today, man.
Back toward his corner.
Amazes me that me and Steph are like the same age. She's so horrible.
What is Scott Dawson looking for here? Wilder made the tag. He is now the leader.
There was a time when I didn't mind JBL on commentary either, but then I got real sick of him. What the hell? Jesus. How easy. Thanks, man, for the super chat coming in. Ouch. Somebody just asked me that about the Flyers mascot. I have not seen it. Are we talking about the Philadelphia Flyers? I mean, I'll Google it right quick. Let's take a look. I didn't even know they had some new mascot. Oh, you mean like the actual mascot at the games? What the fuck is that thing? Oh. All right, so they're gonna they debuted him during a preseason game, and he's gonna be hanging out at their games. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that thing is supposed to be. Where, Drew McIntyre? Where are you? Oh, he kicked out. I was like, interference, please. That was close, though. I mean, their finisher is basically a doomsday device, but you don't flip the guy backwards. And Dolph kicked out. I'm sure they have a snazzy name for that move. I don't know what the fuck it's called, though. Zach Gowen at SmackDown 1000? Sure. I just hope WWE doesn't screw up. Remember that one time when Natalya had the injured leg, and then the next segment she had the wrong leg iced? I hope Zack Ryder doesn't come out with the wrong leg missing. I hope WWE remembers which one it was. Were the Basham brothers, were they the tag team that had the big, tall, tough enough girl? The badass looking one? I always thought visually that trio looked really good, but Basham's never did shit. Man, we got a lot of near falls on Ziggler and McIntyre. I'm barely paying attention to this match because I'm not expecting the Revival to even come close to winning, but they have a couple times. Eventually, Drew's gonna claymore one of these fuckers' heads off and pin him.
Just increased exponentially. Ziggler legal.
Got a look on his face.
We've seen this before. Claymore kick out of zigzag.
Oh, that's it for the Revival.
Get some from that.
Thanks for coming.
Ziggler retained.
Shaniqua, thank you. That's right. She was awesome. Like, I'm pretty sure she was not that great of a wrestler, but I'd always thought she looked really good. She had a China-ish look to her, but she was also real tall and looked athletic. I liked her. Whatever happened to her? I don't even know what the fuck happened to her. Oh yeah, was she like their dominator, Catherine? I forgot. They were wearing gag balls out there? I barely remember that. Interesting. Well, without the gag balls, I think the team looked good. And having a badass woman with them as a heater is perfect for a heel team. That's totally Authors of Pain. It's got to be Authors of Pain. Am I really smart, or is everybody predicting Authors of Pain? I haven't checked Twitter lately.
And also still to come, Bobby Lashley alongside his hype man, Leo Rush, look to finish what they started last week in his rematch with WWE's Wrestling Alliance.
All right, so Lashley, I don't know if Lashley and Elias are coming up next, but we have Owens in Elias's corner. We got Leo Rush and Lashley's. Hey, the Kevin Owens show is out again? Kevin Owens, you stole my logo, asshole. Man, Catherine, I must have blocked that out of my mind. I guess I vaguely remember that. She was whipping the motherfuckers too? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'd love to see that today. She's a college referee, college basketball referee. I would have never saw that coming. That's random as hell. Okay, good. Best of luck to her. I always liked her. Did she ever go to TNA? Why do I think I remember her in TNA? Was she there? I mean, how long was her WWE run? Did she win Tough Enough, or she just got signed from Tough Enough? I don't fucking remember. But I swear it didn't feel like she was there any more than a year. But hell, what do I know? I'm gonna grab a beer. No, we don't want that one. That's heavy. Alright. Yeah, by the way, I also want to offer congratulations to my friend Brian Zane, who went on No DQ's trivia and did a fuck lot better than I did. I can't remember shit. And he damn near won. And he lost. But not bad. I was impressed. I got one question right.
Yeah, but watch me fuse 4 Pop-Tarts together. With this.
Oh. I don't think I've ever had one of these. I've got a Kahana. Kahana. It's a Kona Brewing Company, which I had a lot of Kona beers. Blonde ale. All right. Blonde ale it is.
I'm sorry for what I did to your face.
All good. Have a break.
I know everything, Rosario. Everything.
Breaks are good. Have one. You're made of trillions of cells. They work together
cells get hungry. Feed them with Centrum micronutrients, restoring your awesome daily. Centrum, feed your cells. How does GoodMic Plus Care Stain Defense go beyond sweat protection? Doesn't say my clothes. I don't get the underarm pit stains. We couldn't have said it better ourselves.
Yeah, I'm just bad at remembering stuff now. It's like I remember a lot from like back in the day, but man, I couldn't even tell you what happened at Survivor Series 3 years ago. Even though I did a video on it, I probably did 3 or 4 videos on it. Probably did predictions and reviews and fucking it's gone. No recollection. Oh, the Z-Man. Tom Zink sucked. Z-Man was a Jim Herd project, I think. I always think Herd had a big hard-on for fucking Z-Man. I mean, he looked good, tanned guy, hair, muscles, the whole deal, but... And not horrible in the ring. There's been worse than him. But, nothing great at all. He'd probably been better off staying with, Martel and the Can-Ams in WWE. They would have definitely put the belts on him had they stuck around. Man, it's probably been 6 months ago. It's been recently, Paul Chavez. I watched Z-Man against Brian Pillman. Watched one of their matches, and I liked it. Well, if you enjoyed that little feud, thank Pillman. I love that Cena and Lashley randomly together. Oh yeah, Viper, they contacted me like 3 months ago for SmackDown 1000. I turned them down flat. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? No. I was like, do I have to do anything with Stephanie? And they're like, yeah, you're gonna have a segment with her. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not coming. I'm gonna live stream the show instead. Well, maybe Elias actually won't get interrupted this time because he's out there with Owens. Oh, Latago? Oh, that's easy, dude. Trish Stratus in a heartbeat. I was never a big fan of, Christina Applegate. Actually, I shouldn't say, not that I'm not a big fan. I think Trish is hotter, though. Hey, Catherine, I recently got a new phone, so my phone will be good to go. Good and charged. This thing holds a charge for, like, days. So that's one good thing. I'll be able to take plenty of pictures and videos of Survivor Series.
So right now, allow me to introduce my biggest fan and the host of the Kevin Owens Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Owens!
Kevin Owens, why would you do that? I just said that he wasn't going to get interrupted because he's with you, and you're going to come out next, and you'll probably let him finish. Motherfucker. Yeah, Madeline. I'm not going to TakeOver. We're going to be watching TakeOver in a bar somewhere, so you can come hang out once we figure out where that's going to be. drop me a line on Twitter. Or DM me. But we're going to Something to Wrestle on Saturday morning. It's like a morning show, which is kind of hard. But yeah, then we'll be hanging out, watching TakeOver somewhere, and be at the show at Survivor Series. So you can always come meet me at Survivor Series if you want. Maybe we can interrupt the show and have a segment in the ring. We'll cut a promo. It'll be great. Pictured right there.
Champion, the most respected man in the locker room, arguably the greatest WWE superstar today, and the man that I beat on my very first night here, John Cena.
Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about who's going to win that match.
You and I, we need to talk about something that happened last week with
Oh, you're only 16? Okay, so you can't come into a bar and meet us. No, totally send pictures of TakeOver, and then at Survivor Series, once we're there, I'll send you my seats. You can walk over. Say hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to invite a 16-year-old to a bar on live fucking YouTube. My bad. I gotta remember that not everybody I talk to is an old man like myself.
He went on commentary over there and started talking trash about me, attacking me, unprovoked. Well, you know, Leo's lucky that I'm a forgiving man. He's also lucky that I'm a very generous man, because I've decided I want to get to know him a little better. And for that, I've decided to give him an opportunity to step onto the grandest stage there is. My stage.
Kevin Owens stage. I mean, Lio Rush spent the whole segment last week on Raw running away from these guys. Why is he going to get in the ring with them now? Let's hope Leo's not that dumb.
Thank you for inviting the man of the hour to the Kevin Owens show.
Leo, before you keep referring to yourself in the third person there, why don't you...
Yeah, this is Jerry Lawler's stream. I don't know. Madeline's a little old for him.
You don't even have to...
I don't know about that.
And dip and duck and dodge. You can just walk, get in the ring, have a seat, and let's get to know you a little better, shall we?
Listen.
Cool. Joey G, you're about to be 21? All right. Well, any 21 or over people, if you want to join Saturday, let me know.
We all know that you're out here because you're wanting to make up for those failures. Listen, I'm the big man's hype man. I'm the 23-year-old piece of gold. And I know that I might be young, but I'm not naive. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay right up here.
Leo, listen, I'm sure you've got concerns, okay, but let me tell you, we got some special seating for you. We took care of it. Grab the
No, they're not going to pull out a high chair, are they? A booster. That's the best. Oh, there's your booster. There you go.
Again with the jokes. He's good with the jokes again. But you know what? Don't tell him all to me. I know somebody else who would love to hear them. Okay?
I got a friend who's like short like Lio Rush, and whenever we're at a bar and we're up on the big bar tops and his little feet just dangle, I always fuck with him. I'm like, look at how little you are.
Because he is money. He is the heavyweight that is
Well, he has to like jump down off the seat, you know, where my feet can touch the floor.
next with you. So allow me to introduce my man in Denver, Colorado's own Bobby
Brandon Brown, do I drink Coors Light? Only if I'm at a baseball game and that's all they have, and it's nice and cheap, like $8 for one. Yeah, that's about the only time I'm drinking Coors Light. Is when it's my only option. But I'll drink it, I don't give a shit.
Pepsi Center is rocking. Bobby Lashley ready to throw down. Bobby Lashley in one-on-one action.
Did they need to even bring out all the Kevin Owens shit? Oh, Lashley's got some writing on his trunks now, that's new. Or on the front of his trunks.
AJ Styles
Oh, I'm not super tall. I'm 6'1". I'm not tall, but I'm not short.
As AJ Styles and Samoa Joe sign a contract for their match at WWE Super Showdown. SmackDown Live, tomorrow night, 8/7 Central, only.
Oh, this just in. Speaking of SmackDown tomorrow, I am probably going to be home live tweeting. I'm not going to stream it, but I got to work kind of early in the morning, and I don't think I'm going to need to be there any later than about 5 o'clock. So I'll be home to watch SmackDown. Unless I make some random plans and go out or something, I'll come home, watch the show live. But I don't think I'm going to stream it. I'll just tweet and shit watching the show. So that's my plan. I'm actually should be able to watch it tomorrow night, which is rare. I got so many live streams coming up in the month of October. I'm not going to feel like doing one tomorrow. Oh, crap. Been through another TD. I already know I'm going to lose. That's my fantasy luck. I got 80 points sitting on my bench. I'm definitely going to lose. Yeah, I'm projected to lose by 5. I'm up 126 to 96. So I'm up by 30. Ben's already got 27 points. So he's got Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and O.J. Howard for Tampa Bay. Luckily, O.J. Howard ain't doing shit. But if Ben tosses another one to Brown, I'm fucked. And it's only halftime. So yeah, I'm anticipating losing, but I don't care. I hope I go 0-15, and I'm done. I'm officially retired from fantasy after this year. I have no desire to do it anymore.
Daryl's family uses Gain Flakes now, so their laundry smells more amazing than ever.
Isn't that the dog's towel?
Hey, me towel, suit towel. More scent plus Oxy Boost and Febreze in every Gain Flame.
Catherine, you're only 5'3"? Thought you were a little taller than that. I guess I do remember your feet dangling off the bar stool. My sister's 5 foot even, and my other sister is tall like me. She's like 5'9", 5'10". I got like 2 or 3 inches on her, but my other sister is super fucking short. Which we always joke that she was adopted, or they tell her she was adopted. I tell her we found her. I was like, no, you were like on the side of the road, and we just picked you up. You were a stray. It's like, so that's why you don't match the rest of us. She loves that. I was like, we just found you. You had no collar. You know, we assumed you had all your shots and you didn't have any fleas, so we brought you in. She gets so mad at me. Yeah, Joey, Catherine came down here. We had margaritas down in Old Town in San Diego. We had a lot of fucking drinks. What application do I use to stream Raw? Like to actually watch the show, or are you talking about this stream? I've got a DirecTV Now app. It's kind of like Sling. It's pretty bare bones, basic channels. I think I've got HBO. They finally added like DVR capabilities, so I can't record shit now, but it's super cheap. It's tied in with my phone. It costs me $10 a month. It's virtually free. So I haven't graduated to YouTube TV or Sling because I have no reason to. This thing does the job. And I don't watch enough TV to even fucking need it, really.
Yeah, the question is Dean Ambrose buying what Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre are trying to do and drive a wedge between Ambrose and his Shield brethren?
I do think that Dolph Ziggler's definitely been speaking some truth to Ambrose.
And likely power. The power is always on display, but the quickness of Lashley is absolutely horrifying. Wait a minute, Renee, you just said that you believe that Ziggler speaks...
Funny thing is, though, Jay, I did recently, it was a few months ago now, I actually did sign up for YouTube TV. I'm like, you know what, I should get this. At the time, it was still $35 a month. I think it's gone up to $40 now. So I signed up for the free trial, but then for some reason on mine, Raw wasn't playing live. It was playing at local time, 8 p.m. local time, which is 3 hours late for Monday Night Raw. So I was like, well, what's the point of getting this if I'm going to be watching Raw and I can't even watch it? And so I canceled it. Stick with the good old YouTube Red.
That's it. The guy flaps his gums incessantly. Sounds like a Muppet character.
Fine, but is there anything wrong with that if he's getting Bobby Lashley in the right situation?
Yeah, I'm not paying too much attention to this match, for those of you curious. Elias has got a headlock on Lashley right now. Middle of the ring. Lio Rush so far is avoided. Getting his ass kicked by Kevin Owens. I don't know if we're just going to get a non-finish here in this match because we have so much outside interference potential. If Lashley just beats Elias here, we'd hate for him to get buried, right? Can't have that in the wrestling community.
Out of sorts for the majority of this matchup. Hasn't been able to solve Lashley at this point. Oh, cross body.
Just a thin air graze. It's all it is. The altitude.
I got a couple more tweets. What did before everybody starts jumping around and acting like they're goddamn wrestling trainers, what did Brie Bella actually do? You know? Trust me, most of you fuckers complaining about people botching, if you got in a ring, you'd be botching shit too. But I kind of wasn't paying attention to the match earlier, so I don't know how bad it was. But apparently Brie Bella's got heat with a bunch of angry fucking Twitter tards out there. I'm like, I want her to get heat just for saying Brie mode. I mean, of course she's a botch machine, but it's not like she's working for the title.
Absolutely excelled at from here in WWE to mixed martial arts and beyond. The man is a monster. Elias now perched on the middle rope. Caught by Lashley. What power again?
Man, what's the review so far online on Raw? So far, the show kind of sucks, right? I should get a Twitter poll ready to see how badly you guys hated it when the show's over. We are top of the hour. We got 1 hour left, guys. We can do it. We're almost there. And Paula, I don't know how many matches are left. I don't even know what the fuck's advertised. I know that we have the main event. It's going to be Baron Corbin and two partners of his choosing taking on the Shield. I'm predicting it's going to be the Authors of Pain joining Baron Corbin. I don't know what else we have other than that. I really don't. Or Lashley. They're like there's history between Owens and Cena and Elias and Cena. I'm like, there's history with Lashley and Cena too. Lio Rush and Cena, no history. But everybody else. Oh, she just kicked her in the face. So did Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam kicked everybody in the face. All right, cool. So Catherine, yeah, this segment gets an A+, which by average, if you factor that into the rest of the show, it's going to give the rest of the show a good C because of Elias. So Raw is going to get a C instead of a failing grade, and Elias is the reason for that. Elias, thank you. Catherine thanks you. I thank you. We all thank you. Yeah. F-. Can you get an F-? Do those exist? I wasn't the greatest student, but I wasn't an F- student. I was always B's and C+. And I was like, I get like 1A and a shit ton of B's and like a C. Every fucking report card. Occasional D for classes that I hated and didn't give a shit about. But never failed anything. I remember my like senior year, I took was it calculus? I took it as an elective. Like I didn't even need it. It was like my guidance counselor suggested, "Hey, your senior year, you should take this fucking hard as fuck class to get you ready for college." And like from the first week, I'm like, "Fuck this. I don't want to do it. I don't need the class. I don't need the credits." So I like barely showed up all year. I had like 70 absences in my senior year. I'm like, "Fuck it. I don't want to do it." I'm like, why didn't I take advanced PE or something like that. I'm taking calculus. Oh my god. I was like, suck my balls. It's my senior year. Man, Lashley got popped in the mouth there. Little blood. This match is going on longer than I thought. Oh, we're going to another commercial break? Man, that's one thing I remember about back in the day, and I noticed that when I did the Raw review from 1998 a couple of weeks ago, is that when you watch those older Raws, it was a segment or a match, then a commercial. Segment and a match, or a match, then a commercial. All the way through. It wasn't like... Now you get sometimes multiple commercial breaks in the same match. And I know you gotta have commercials, you gotta sell advertising, I get it, but it's like they're more frequent now, and they're always at the worst times. Where back in the day, you could at least see the whole thing through, and then commercial come back to something brand new. But now it's like they take a commercial break in the middle of a match that you don't care about to begin with. That's how you get people to turn off the channel, because they're going to, well, fuck, it's a commercial, I'm going to channel surf now, and I probably won't come back. There's a game on, you know? I don't know what rocker I'd compare Elias to. I don't know, he doesn't remind me too much of Eddie Vedder. I don't know who Elias reminds me of. Rock musician-wise. Maybe more Dave Grohl than Eddie Vedder, at least appearance-wise with the beard. Oh yeah, Catherine, I forgot about all of your friends and your family. You're not in a gang, are you? Like, I'm not going to get stabbed in LA, right? Because people are trying to get revenge on you because you're so badass? Please, no. And if Carlito's behind it, oh Lord. Oh, lucky me. In my age, I don't ever have to worry about 8 a.m. classes ever again. That's y'all's problem. That was always my problem in school. Them early classes. Pain in the ass. Man, that life insurance commercial has about been exciting, as exciting as Raw has been so far tonight. I don't know, history guy. Rollins and Ambrose at Mania. I could see Rollins and Ambrose at Mania. I don't know if Seth stays champion until then. The way everything moves so fast. Part of me thinks Seth will drop the belt until then, but I would love for him to make it to Mania as champion, have a long run, match with Ambrose. You know, put the Intercontinental title back in a, you know, high-profile match again at Mania, where it belongs. I have no objections with your proposal. I just don't know if they'll do it. If it was up to me, hell yeah. Ooh, all right, y'all. Bitching at Brie Bella. Elias caught Lashley with a stiff-ass fucking knee right in the kisser, and he's bleeding. So is everybody on Twitter getting mad at Elias for botching that kick the way they are Brie? Or is your anger, as usual, misdirected and misguided? Sorry, just typing. I just ordered today on Amazon. I ordered a boom mic stand for or a boom arm for the mic. That way, all my tapping when I'm tweeting during live streams won't be so fucking loud. And 2 partners of his choosing. Shut up, Michael Cole. Do you have to scream that part of the sentence? Hey, man, what's up, Timu? How you been? Good to see you in here. What does it say? You're resetting your Mega Man X speedrun attempts to the intro stage for 5 hours straight is more interesting than Raw. That is, yeah, that's more interesting than Raw. Holy shit. I'm fascinated with people who do speedruns and shit. I've watched a few of the Mario ones on like YouTube. I'm like, god damn, they're beating this thing in 4 minutes. I could probably do it in 8 or 9, but 4, holy crap. Oh, Leo, get out of there, boy. Run. He is very elusive. Oh, there's the bell. All right, so after 5 commercial breaks and a 52-minute match, we get a disqualification. Kevin Owens, you are never going to be able to catch him. Oh, Lord, he's in a pickle. You in a pickle, son. Oh, they got him. Oh, Lord. Lashley caught him. All right, all that for nothing. Well, at least, yeah, I want to see them prolong Leo Rush finally getting caught as long as possible, because you know at some point Owens is gonna get his hands on him, and it's gonna be gnarly. But hold it off like a month, and then hit him with it. Put him through a table, or throw him off the stage, or throw him somewhere.
They're talking about, me and Roman using Ambrose, but the truth is that you're the one who's being used. And you think
now they're all trying to get in each other's heads, questioning the solidarity of their factions.
And we all know Dolph Ziggler's the weak link in that team. He's been riding your coattails since day one. You're the talented one. You're the one picking up all the victories.
I like Seth kind of turning the tables.
Championship opportunities. Shouldn't that be you? And you're carrying.
Oh man, I don't even want to think about poor little Leo getting caught by Braun Strowman. Jesus. That'd be like a Tyrannosaurus Rex fucking eating a little baby kitten.
Look at the mirror. Think about who's being used.
It'd be like a Tyrannosaurus Rex eating you, Tito. Except you're kind of fat. You're bigger than Leo Rush.
Don't worry about it.
Uh-oh, Dolph. Tables are turning on you, buddy. This is so stupid. Yeah, Timo, it's looking like Sexy Boy is going to be sexying it up once again. Money talks. Like, hey Sean, you want $1 million bucks? What's up, Naya? Catherine Tito's right here, fast asleep, curled up. He's got, you know how the cats put the paw over the face? He's got that whole thing going on. And I'm being loud as shit. And he's out cold. Speaking of being loud as shit, for those of you who give a shit, I was talking a couple weeks ago, or over the last couple weeks, trying to figure out what I'm going to do for Super Showdown. The Australia show, perfect, it's a commercial. That show airs for me at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to watch the whole thing. So I was actually thinking, I'm like, well, hell, maybe I could live stream that. The more I thought about it, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to live stream at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I talk kind of loud, and it's going to be really quiet around here. I got neighbors. I don't want to be screaming in my living room at 4 o'clock in the morning or anything like that. And plus, it's going to be late. I'm going to be tired. So I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to live tweet. And then, later on that day, I'm going to do a review. Just a regular podcast, YouTube review on the show. That'll be up, I don't know how many hours. Because after I'm done watching the show, it's going to be 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to go to sleep for a few hours. Then I'll wake up, then I'll do a review. So it'll be sometime like later on that day is when you'll get that. It's possible it might even come Sunday, but I'm going to try to get it up the same day. So that's the latest there. And actually, if y'all want to go over to my Twitter page, give me a follow too. Look through my media posts, my pictures. Yesterday I put up, I typed it up on my notes on my phone, like my tentative schedule for YouTube videos all the way up until Survivor Series. It's a lot of fucking videos. It's like 25 or 26 uploads I have coming just in the next month. It's a lot. So kind of the schedule is there. You can find that over on the Twitter. Man, I'm not a big fan of We Have the Meats or whatever, but I certainly like it a lot better than Subway, and I have not seen that annoying fucking commercial this week. Maybe WWE knew it was annoying, and they kept it up out my face this week. Man, that was enough.
How many of you use car insurance? Well, what if I showed you this? It's a computer. We compare rates to...
Yeah, Jason, I mean, nowadays, it's much easier for somebody the size of Leo Rush to be a wrestler. Now, no matter how little you are, you can be a wrestler. There's a place for you. Back when Mysterio started, completely different story. The only reason Mysterio was a success was because he was a Mexican wrestler, and you had a lot of smaller guys doing that kind of style. If he was, you know, born and trained and entered the scene here in the U.S., there's no way, you know? So Mysterio, for him, a little guy like that to be world champion is incredible. He's proof right there that anybody can do it. But no matter how athletic you were, you know, there was a time where if you didn't have the size, it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Now, like regular guys, regular guys who are 5'10" and $170 can be a wrestler. That would not have been the option. I don't care how many backflips you can do. That would not have been an option in late 80s, early 90s. Even mid to late 90s, it's somewhat not an option. You know, I mean, back then, I mean, we used to consider guys like Chris Jericho, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Rick Martel. Those guys were the small guys. You know, where they're big compared to the cruiserweight talent you see now. I remember, there's a million examples like this, but WrestleMania 4, it was Strikeforce against Demolition for the titles, and Jesse Ventura could not shut up about how tiny and small Strikeforce was, and they're not going to be able to stand a chance against these big powerhouses. And I'm looking at Tito and Martel, and I'm like, these guys are not that small. They're 235. They're fucking ripped. You know, it's like they're not little guys. But compared to Demolition, they were overpowered and small and weak. You know, I'm like, shit, if a guy, you know, if a guy can bench 400 and he's 235 pounds, what the fuck is weak about that, you know? Or as Mick Foley would say, I bench 530, 545 in the afternoon. That's like my favorite Mick Foley joke ever. My dad is such a mark for Kevin Hart. It was so funny. When I was at their house last night, we had a big family dinner.
You always enter to
And he was going on and on about how he watched Kevin Hart on The Tonight Show and thought it was the funniest thing. And I was just laughing. My fucking white-ass Republican dad. He's like, it was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, he's like, did you see it? And I'm like, no, I didn't see it, Dad. I don't even watch late-night TV at all. Daily Show is pretty much all I watch. And he was just going on and on. Kevin Hart, man, he's really good at basketball, isn't he? He always did really good in those celebrity tournaments. Jesus Christ, it's 30-10. I'm losing fantasy. I don't even want to look at this. Nope, I'm still up 30. I ain't toast yet.
Night School in theaters September 28th.
All right, so we got Nia. What is this, one-on-one?
Here's a pretty good team I like as well. Nia Jackson and Vermouth. Nia set for one-on-one action.
Man, Alicia, look at the TV time Alicia Fox is getting tonight. Good for her. How often do you get Alicia Fox in 2 different segments on Raw? I didn't dream that, right? She was out there earlier in the Balor match. Maybe I imagined it, which is possible. These cell phone fucking promos. How often do you think it happens in a WWE locker room that people are losing their phones? I lose my phone around my house 6 times a day. If I was in a fucking arena in a locker room and I'm changing and I got bags of clothes and I got shit and I got stuff to do in one part of the arena and I set my phone down and I walk to the other one, like, I'd be so screwed. And I bet if one of these women lost their phone, it would be a huge ordeal. Oh my god, I can't post anything on Twitter without my phone. Alright, looks like Tampa Bay's driving. Whatever you do, don't throw a fucking touchdown to that tight end, please. Man, Alicia Fox, I'll hand it to her, man. She's done her best to fit in. I mean, she's been there so long now. She's been through a couple of different eras of women's wrestling. So for her to be around and be a part of the Diva era, you know. They tried to do that one thing with her a couple of years ago where she was like Stone Cold Alicia and she was beating everybody up. Now she's graduated into the Rousey era. She's still there, man. And she is just a tall, delicious drink of water. Ember Moon just somersaulted on Mickey. I said Mickey James, Nikki Bella, and Nikki Cross should form a 3-way faction, or a 3-person faction. Mickey, Nikki, and Nikki. That looked terrible. What the fuck was that? It's a cup of tea match for Dawn. All right, Dawn, whip it up. I don't drink tea. I've never had a cup of tea in my life. What's it like? It's weird. I don't like hot beverages. I don't drink coffee either. I don't drink hot chocolate. I don't even drink hot toddies. All my friends love hot toddies when it like gets cold. Not me. I'm like, give me a beer. I'm a simple man. I need simple things. Oh, Shent, you need the video, not my face. Oh, that sucks. I need you to look around the ditch you live in and try to find some quarters, save up your quarters, dimes, get some empty bottles and cans, get your 5-cent refund for them, get all that change, take it to your cable company, and get fucking cable. And then you tune into the USA Network. Now, on the West Coast, it's at 5 p.m. On the East Coast, it's 8 p.m. It's called Monday Night Raw. If you have a TV, you probably don't. Maybe you can steal one. Get your remote. You're gonna want to wipe the crust, jizz, and boogers off your finger. Push it to get to USA Network at the designated time, and then you'll see Monday Night Raw. The whole thing. It's in HD and everything. Awesome. And then you can tune into YouTube and watch me and hang out with me as we watch it together. See how it works? Oh, what? Sorry, I'm sorry. Your mom is under here blowing me. She says that you don't have enough money for cable. Oh, okay, well, I guess it's his loss. All right, go back. Remember the rules. Relax your throat. Make eye contact. The headed girl. Now go fuck off, Shent.
Relax. I should be asking you the question. I understand your partner Seth Rollins approached me there. You took everything we said to you, every little truth, spun them, and applied them to me. Then why would you do that? I have a couple of theories. Number one, Seth
Beer is perfect if you have a tremendous thirst. I don't even have a tremendous thirst. I'm just drinking it.
Or perhaps he realizes everything we said was true. Maybe he and Roman should have texted you more.
I'm sick of seeing these guys.
Checked up on you. Maybe he's looking for a replacement.
Do they take the time to hang these, like, spinal posters up in every locker room when they go?
Seth has ever stabbed you in the back before.
McIntyre once again trying to get in the mind of Ambrose.
I don't know why they're all trying to get in the minds of each other. I don't know. I don't care about trolls. They're going to come in sometimes. Because everybody's looking for a freebie. Nobody can afford the $5 it probably costs to get cable these days. It's virtually nothing. They're like, hey, how come you're not showing the show on YouTube? Because it's not allowed, you dumbass. That's why. Why is everybody mad about the video game? I've heard so much bitching about the video game. I don't play video games, so I don't know, like, but I know every year WWE comes out with, like, a new version. And I've been saying, at least for, like, 5 or 6 years, I'm like, if it's once a year, what can be different about the game? And it seems like that's what a lot of people are bitching about now, is that it's like that, it doesn't have this, and it's just like, actually, exactly like last year. I'm like, well, no shit, they come out with one every year. I would think, even not knowing anything about video games, that from year to year, how much are these games really changing? Maybe you get an extra unlockable character, but if you can make your own character, can't you make whoever you want anyway? Like, oh wow, Goldberg's finally in the game. And I'm like, well, you can't make a bald-headed guy with black trunks? There's your Goldberg. Like, I don't get it. But apparently a lot of people are mad about 2K19. Poor AJ. Finally gets on the cover, everybody hates him. Christ.
Wish you were here to see how bright the human spirit can shine. To see that no matter what nature does, people will do more. With one of the industry's largest catastrophe response teams, State Farm will always be among the first to arrive and the last to leave. To help show that human nature is greater than nature.
Yeah, see, that stuff, I've heard a little bit of that too, Mad Jokes. Because I don't know how that stuff works, like story modes and career modes. I don't know what that even really means. But the little features that it might be missing, I guess, is what people are upset about. But shit, I mean, these games are expensive. What do they cost? Like $75 or something? And you got to do that once a year when these things come out? I wouldn't even be able to keep up with that. That's funny, Don. Yeah, well, I mean, if WWE's finally starting to get some backlash for these video games, maybe they'll make some changes for next time around. Or maybe they don't need to release this shit once a year. I mean, I know they do. It's a big source of income for them. Big source of money. A lot of people buy video games, but if you're not doing anything to the games from one year to the next, why are fans paying that? That's just from an uninformed observer, because I don't know what the details are in these games. Joe's not in here, is he? Second time I've seen Joe's name. Joe will pop into the chat sometimes and say hi. He's probably doing his own stream. Alright, so we are bottom of the hour exactly, so we got about a half an hour left, probably about 40 minutes left of the show. The only thing we really know about is a 6-man. I don't know what we got coming up next. My favorite, like, we're so cool in here, we don't get too many people, except my favorite is, like, if somebody doesn't like the stream, they stay and chat. Like, how fucking stupid is that? This chat's stupid. I think I'll stay here for 30 minutes and chat about it. What the fuck's wrong with you? Fucking stupid. Oh yeah, there's Brodus again. Somebody said they saw him earlier. Whatever this dumb show is, I'm not sure. I don't think Dean's turning heel tonight. I mean, he might turn heel down the road, but I don't see any heel turn happening tonight. They got the 6-man announced for Super Showdown. These are guys, they're just playing head games with each other. Nobody's turning tonight. I think tonight's Raw is going to be lackluster. It already is, and we got 30 minutes left. God, I'm nervous about this game, too. And they're talking up this Triple H and Undertaker match. Jesus. I mean, we got more. I mean, they only asked Triple H when he was getting in the car. Caruso asked him with Stephanie, so at least we're not getting 30 minutes of this promotion this week, but it's interesting if it's going to lead to the return of Shawn, man. Jesus. I'm sure Liv Morgan is fine. I think people are pissed because Brie kicked her in the face. It's wrestling, man. It happens. But, I mean, the problem now is with all the uproar with everybody, you know, these women, even if they are botch machines like Brie is, they gotta be careful because now anytime they do anything, oh, fire them, they don't know what they're doing, or, you know, that shit. So, yeah, now it's gonna get worse. But in the Lashley match, he was busted open. Elias caught him with a knee to the mouth and made him bleed. Nobody wants nobody wants Elias fired, you know? See, the only thing I can think of for Australia is if Shawn is going to get back in the ring and you're going to have the tag team match. The only way to really achieve that is to have Triple H win. Shawn Michaels interferes, super kick to Taker's face, whatever, Triple H gets the pin, then you get the tag match in Saudi Arabia, and then maybe you get something else. I mentioned several times that I thought it would be really cool if Undertaker and Shawn worked again at WrestleMania in a retirement match and Shawn retired him, but other people say that they would like to see Shawn work with other opponents, like an AJ, Daniel Bryan. There's lots of matches to be had there. If Shawn comes back for like a quick 4-month run or something, or 6-month run. But, I don't know, man. So many mixed emotions. Man, I had fun talking about those matches in my Undertaker video. I mean, it was funny when you got to the end of the Undertaker's career, like his last 4 out of his last 5 victories were some of my favorite WrestleMania matches he's ever had. You know, in the 25 years he was winning matches, you know? I mean, both those matches with Shawn were excellent. Both of them with Triple H were excellent. All 3 of his matches with Triple H. I liked all 3 of Taker's matches with Triple H at WrestleMania. They were all phenomenal. Yeah, I don't know what Shawn's getting paid, but it is definitely 7 figures. It would have to be. For a legend like that to come out of retirement for 8 years, if I was in Shawn Michaels' position, I wouldn't even consider it until it hit at least that $1 million mark. I'd want 1.5. So if they're giving him 2, cool. Good for him, good for his family. I mean, I want to know how much Shawn makes just sitting at home doing nothing from WWE. Aside from his Performance Center duties. Just the royalties from videotapes, from DX merchandise. I mean, I'm curious what those checks are. They're probably still sizable. More than enough to live off of for the average human. Oh, we're getting this match now? All right. Shield is making their way to the ring. All right, I'm going to crack open a fresh beer then for the main event. Alrighty. Alright, fresh frosty brew. Crown Jewel. The big dog is out. All right, so now we're going to get the mystery partners. It's got to be Authors of Pain, right? Who else on the roster could it be? Oh, now we're going to a commercial? Oh, yeah, Adam, trust me, I'm getting all those Fire Brie Bella tweets, too. Should we fire Elias, too? Because he busted open Lashley with a stiff knee to the face. So, yeah, poor Elias and Brie Bella, I guess, need to be fired. Oh, what? I'm sorry. Oh, just Brie Bella? Because we hate her? Okay. Gotcha. Hellraiser, nothing happened with Liv and Brie. Nothing happened with Liv and Brie that doesn't happen in a lot of matches all over the fucking world daily. But right now, Brie's on the shit list. I mean, rightfully so. I hate her too. But a lot of those, like, diva-type women are on the shit list right now from the fans. So anything they do wrong, fans are going to be screaming for them to be fired. So if you're going to be like that with her, then let's be like that with every fucking miscue and botch you see in Ring of Honor or Impact, which there are a lot. We'll fire all them too. Fire everybody. Fire everybody who botches. I can't tell you, back in the day, Attitude Era and stuff, how many people Rob Van Dam was accused of injuring. You know?
What's your Wi-Fi password?
Should he be fired?
Wi-Fi's ordinary. Basic. Do I look basic? No. Which is why I have Xfinity.
I recently heard about Sasha's injury too. I wasn't even aware of that. So she's hurt. And that could be bad news if it's serious. I don't know the latest on it. What do you guys know? But if Sasha Banks is out, then, man, right in the middle of this thing with Bayley, Assuming they ever do anything with the two of them. Yeah, pretty bad timing, so. No, I'm not saying Brie is not a botch machine. I'm sure she did kick Liv twice. But it's like now that everybody's so got their panties in a bunch about the women, it's always going to be like, fire him. Like that's their logical step. You got to fire him. She's on Total Divas. She's married to Daniel Bryan. She ain't getting fired, dumbass. Ain't happening. WWE wants to put her on TV, then fucking whatever, but I don't recall her hurting too many women. This is not like a regular thing for Brie Bella. Sure, she botches a lot. If anything, she's been hurting herself. That one week where she fell through the ropes, I mean, she's injuring herself. Brie doesn't have a reputation of injuring others. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. She has a reputation of botching, but I haven't seen her hurt anyone. If she was in there hurting women every week, she wouldn't be in there. WWE would say, no more wrestling. We'll do something else with you instead. But no, nobody's getting fired. Everybody needs to chill the fuck out. Look at Sinbad. Where's Sinbad been? I always liked Sinbad. I forgot about Sinbad. Good to see Sinbad. Brandon, beer's delicious. I don't often drink blondes, but this one's good. Kona Brewing Company, Kahana. Blonde Ale. 99 calories. Oh, it also has tropical mango in it, too. Alright. I don't know if Sasha's hurt or not. She hadn't wrestled in a while, though, so who knows? I hope she's not hurt. I don't want her to be hurt. Ruby Riott and Ronda next week, one-on-one. That's our go-home Super Showdown show. Bella's in Rousey's corner. The rest of the squad in Riott's corner. All right. What color was my hair before I went bald? Purple. Long and purple. No, I'm kidding. It was just brown. Dirty blonde, brown, that kind of color. Like Shawn Michaels. Hair. Same color. Corey Graves goes, what's wrong with this picture? They got belts, but Dean Ambrose doesn't. Well, Corey, why don't you say that about Strowman's team? What's wrong with this picture? Dolph and Drew have belts, but Strowman doesn't. He should turn on them. All right, Corbin's out there. Who are you going to announce? If you don't announce the Authors of Pain, I'll be very surprised. Because considering who's left on the roster, I guess it could be Kurt Hawkins and Dana Brooke. Maybe those are his partners. Baron Corbin's whiny-ass rock theme that I hate. Oh. Is it the Wyatts?
From the way things have been going, it might be their last.
Oh, I thought he was talking to them.
You're smiling now, but we all see the breakup coming. That's why half the roster was beat down my door to join my team.
Well, we got to see little Drake Maverick out there.
I just had to go with the cream of the crop. My partners have been decimating the roster since they showed up on Monday night.
Oh, well, it's got to be Authors of Pain then. They've decimated the roster? Yeah. Okay. Well, that was an easy one to predict.
Man, what a decision by Baron Corbin! When you're headed into battle, you want the heaviest artillery you can get your hands on.
I think a lot of people who went to AOP step up to the shield.
So you got 5 motherfuckers in riot gear and an Applebee's waiter. That's your main event. Okay. Let me correct you, Jose. Triple H is likely to win in Australia, if I had to guess. There is no is. Unless you are currently backstage in WWE sitting next to Vince McMahon and he just told you that, you don't know shit. But I agree with you. I think he is going to win. But nobody knows for sure. AOP looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They look like badass tattooed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Jesus, can this get any beefier? Roman, Authors of Pain, Strowman. Corbin ain't no tiny boy either. McIntyre. There's some beef. You pictured me having red hair and glasses? Oh, I'd look great. I'm too tan to have red hair. Girls with red hair are usually really white skinned. I'm a delicious bronze. They're all gonna sit at the ramp and watch this. All right, fine. I'm sure they're not gonna get involved at all. Yeah, Triple H has got to win that match. He's got to in Australia. Otherwise, what the fuck? Where'd he go? If you're gonna do the tag, you got to have Shawn interfere or something.
Heard you talk about Dean Ambrose and his lonely fits. I mean, this man's a Grand Slam champion. He's been there and he's done it all.
I don't disagree with you at all. Dean Ambrose's resume speaks for himself. My question is where his allegiance...
Actually, I could actually see it now that I think about it a little bit more. Jose and anybody else, including myself, that thinks Triple H is going to win, he doesn't have to. Kane can interfere, do something. Something can happen to where Triple H and Shawn feel like Triple H got screwed. Oh, he shouldn't have lost. Hey, we challenge you guys next month to a tag team match. And then Triple H and Shawn win that. Because if Triple H wins, and then Triple H and Shawn beat Kane and Taker, then DX buried those guys. I think one team's got to win one of the shows, the other team's got to win the other. And then where you go heading into WrestleMania is anybody's guess. I don't know. What's going on, Big Cat? We got Ernie Ladd in the house, y'all. Ernie Ladd has a plaque here in the San Diego Sports Museum. I go in there every now and then. I always see it and smile. Joey G, yeah, I got two kids, Tito and Bub, and they're both pains in the asses. Tito's sleeping right here. Bub, I don't know where he is, but he took a big shit in a litter box a little while ago and came over here and said hi to you guys. They're furry. What's my middle name? Pubert. P-U-B-E-R-T. Pubert. Here comes Roman. The casual wrestling fan is probably like, hey, ain't these dudes cousins? Imagine a super faction with like Roman and the Authors of Pain and the Usos and Seth and Dean. Man, the back image of Strowman and Dolph and Drew sitting there is pretty funny looking. Yeah, I'd love to have a dog, man. I'll get one at some point when these guys leave me, but I'm not looking forward to them shitting in the living room. That's got to be a... No? I thought I was about to say, are we going to go to another commercial? We're definitely going to get a commercial break before Raw is over because it's only 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Oh, man, I got a chance now. I am still up by 25 points in fantasy with a quarter left. Fourth quarter just started. Man, I might actually pull this off. And the good news is Pittsburgh is up by so much. I'm hoping they do some running of the ball, and I don't have to worry about any passing touchdowns. I might be all right. Rahan, that's gross. You do that on your own time. Oh, you meant you're just arriving. Yeah, main event is going on. And we got Dolph, Drew, and Strowman sitting up in the top of the ramp with chairs, and they're threatening to interfere. And Baron Corbin's mystery tag team partners were the Authors of Pain, which many of us could see that one coming. Brittany, no, I'm not. I just said that earlier. How have you been, by the way? I'm not going to stream Super Showdown, but I'm going to do a review. I was just thinking that I don't want to be up here at 4 o'clock in the morning screaming in my house, because I talk kind of loud. I don't hear my neighbors ever. Walls are not thin or anything, but I don't want to be like causing any sort of ruckus. So I think I'm going to live tweet, watch the whole show, stay up all night and watch it. And then later on Saturday, after I take a little nap, I'll come up and do a review on it on YouTube. So that's going to be normal. No live streaming for that. Thank you for the generous super chat, D. Duval 59. Thanks for the $10. What's up, Greg? Love your work. Anxiously awaiting the inevitable Drew versus Roman title match somewhere down the road. Who are you looking forward to challenging Roman for the title? Drew's one of them. Absolutely. I would love to see that. I've been saying the last couple episodes that I somehow smell Drew maybe working with Seth Rollins next first, because Roman's got so much going on with Strowman and Brock. I don't know where Drew fits in. Drew's title matches might have to wait until the beginning of the year, which means in the meantime, maybe you put the IC belt on him or something. I think a Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins feud can be just as good. Matches will be fun. Plus, if Drew McIntyre faces Roman, I kind of see Roman going into WrestleMania as champion. So any Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns feud that happens between now and then, Roman's going to come out on the other side of victorious, which is going to make the fans say Drew McIntyre was buried. And I need that shit like I need an infected asshole. So I don't even want to hear that, so I'd rather them just wait. But I think that Drew needs to be a main event guy. Sooner rather than later. Doesn't need to happen tomorrow, but it can't wait another year and a half either. So I'd say somewhere in the next 6 months, get this guy on the map. At least give Drew McIntyre a big WrestleMania match. Whether that's for a title or not, I don't know. I think Drew would also be a really fun random winner of the Royal Rumble. Something you wouldn't necessarily see coming. Surprise everybody, and I don't think fans would hate it either. That's a possibility, so yeah. I'm all for anything WWE wants to do with Drew in the main event picture, but I'm not sure if it takes some time or not. Scott, there's you can donate right below, right below where you make a chat, that little $sign. If you have your stuff set up through Google, you can do that. For those curious. But yeah, I always answer the super chats, and thank you to everybody tonight who has chimed in with donations. I've recently got a fire lit under me. I'm really kind of sprucing up my place because I just re-signed the lease here. So I'm like, well, if we're going to be in here again for another year at least, I'm like, I'm going to make a few changes. I ordered some more curtains and even some LED lights for some certain places. I got a big boom arm for my mic coming, and I'm going to get a banner made for behind me so you guys don't have to look at my kitchen. I'm kind of putting together a design for them to have that made. So hopefully, a few weeks, I'll have that up. So yeah, kind of doing some facelift stuff to the podcastle. Oh, good. My volume was turned down, so I didn't have to hear Michael Cole scream at me as we came back in from commercial. I mean, the Shield is essentially fucked here. I mean, they're 6-on-3. I mean, Ziggler and Dolph and Strowman have formed a human Shield out in the aisleway there. Shield's not even if they win here, they're not going to get out of this match without a brawl of some kind or a something. I now don't have my remote's all the way on the other side of the room. I don't have the football game on the TV because it's been so long since I've touched the remote. My TV thought I was done, so it shut itself off. So all I've got is the score over here on the other on the monitor. So I don't know what's going on in the game. Oh shit! Tampa Bay scored. Fuck. I can't tell, is Baron Corbin wearing black jeans or just black pants? That's just got to be so horribly uncomfortable. Fucking wrestle in that shit. Imagine trying to take those off after your match. Fucking skin-tight jeans, drenched in sweat. Ugh. No thank you. Yeah, I'm balding. All my hair is almost gone. It's almost gone. I mean, you can still see it, right? Oh, Dean. I'm like, what are they chanting? I thought they were chanting delete. Oh, yeah, and I forgot Drake is out there. Technically, this is 7-on-3. Oh man, yeah, that's a good idea. Because you got these 3 factions out there. I mean, Corbin and the Authors of Pain are not really a faction. But you throw all 9 of these guys in a War Games match? Sure. What's going on, Zane? What's going on to anybody just joining in? We got still over 300 folks in here. Please give me a like. Hook this video up with some likes. Let's try to get up to 200 at least. And don't forget to subscribe. You can watch me every Monday reacting to crappy Raws every week over here on the YouTube channel. Fuck you, FT Legend. I don't look anything like Corbin. I look exactly like Austin and exactly like Goldberg. And I don't look like any other bald guys. Maybe Christopher Daniels. And Michael Stipe. But not Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's ugly. I want to see Drake Maverick and Leo Rush get into it.
Ambrose as the official looks to keep the peace. Well aware. Ambrose
Well, Vince doesn't have to get War Games. That doesn't matter. WWE's already done it.
Corbin also knows what
So
Ambrose has gone through tonight.
Vince doesn't have to get it for them to do it.
And trying to prey on that fact. Monday Night Raw's live tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And plus, I don't think people, or Vince is unreasonable. You know, I would like to think that if Vince has an idea or something, or if he doesn't like something, and then 3 dozen people come up to him and say, no, dude, we should really do this. I would like to think that he would not be so stubborn. They'll say, no, God damn it, no matter what, we're not doing it. I would just like to think that he would listen. You know, it's like, well, fine, if you guys think it's going to work, fucking do it then. You know, kind of thing. I mean, I don't think Vince is as crazy as people think he is. I'm sure Vince gets bugs up his ass about certain things every now and then. You can't change his mind, but when it comes to some things, I mean, I'm sure Vince's mind can be changed, and I know it has plenty of times in the past. Hell, Mick Foley always tells a story about people finally convincing Vince to bring him in, because he wouldn't bring him in for so long. Thought he was ugly and gross and would never amount to anything, and people are like, no, dude, you gotta bring him in, and then finally he's like, fine, do it. So, I think with enough persuasion, Vince can be convinced. Can be convinced, no pun intended. I think people have this vision in their head of Vince that he's some like senile old man walking around, don't know what the fuck day it is. It ain't like that. You know, I think Vince is open to things when presented with good enough reasons or evidence.
He's got to prove himself here tonight to Stephanie
Like I
McMahon.
said, it's just great leadership by Stephanie McMahon, dangling the golden carrot for Baron Corbin to break the glass ceiling and become an even greater manager on Monday Night Raw.
I like that Seth, man, he's full on Shield character when he's in Shield. He's got that old school riot gear. It'd be cool if Seth could figure out a way to make half of his hair yellow only during Shield matches. That would be awesome.
Just that workhorse mentality kicking in.
Rollins needs to find a fellow workhorse to tag in. Tag Corbin. And does not allow Rollins to get to Dean Ambrose.
Oh, here comes Dean.
Dean Ambrose goes right after Corbin. Is Ambrose shield through and through? Instant boots of fury from Ambrose. Down goes Corbin. Ambrose all fired up. Knee right to the midsection. Baron Corbin's in a world of trouble right now.
It's so funny when they leave 2 guys in the ring and everybody else is gone, you literally cannot see them. I don't know where anybody is.
Inside cradle. Is it enough to put Corbin away and a kick out at 2? Ambrose lured Corbin in and Corbin out. The acting general manager dispatched him for the moment. Take him and raise arm. Better look out. Ambrose taking out all 3 men. Dean Ambrose doing it alone right now. Ambrose headed up top.
All right, I've got 5 minutes past the hour on my end, so we're probably getting super close to the finish here, if we're even going to get one.
Taken out. Ambrose right now is going it alone. Corbin was looking for end of days. Ambrose felt it coming. Here's the athleticism of Baron Corbin. Ambrose didn't fall for a neckbreaker. Now Ambrose is going to try to go to the top rope.
And here he goes.
Ambrose, down goes Corbin. Here's the cover. Hook of the leg. And the AOP break things up. Again, this is really a 3-on-1 right now against Ambrose with Rollins and Reigns out of the picture. How impressive has the teamwork of AOP and Corbin been to this point?
According to Alvarez and Meltzer, Vince is losing his mind. Fuck them. Do they see Vince? Are they around him day to day? No.
Suicide dive! Rollins like a
Like, I'm telling you, you take Vince McMahon out of this equation. You just eliminate Vince McMahon. He no longer exists. This shit is going to be the same shit on TV. It's going to be the same crap. It's going to change nothing. Or it's going to change very little, I should say. It might change a few things, but nothing that's like, oh, wrestling's going to be great now. Vince is dead. No. Let's be realistic. WWE is still going to be WWE. And they're going to do all their WWE-like things. You might see an improvement here or there in certain aspects of the show, but overall, same shit. And the Shield is victorious. Roman with the spear and pin on Corbin 2 weeks in a row. Now are the other guys going to run in and start punching each other? Oh man, triple powerbomb to Drake, that might kill the poor guy. Yeah, so they're trying to make this a thing. I'm almost thinking they're not going to do any heel turn now that they're making such a big deal of it. Like, I also don't think a Dean Ambrose heel turn would really make sense. You mean you're going to have this years-long alliance with these guys? And then one conversation with a couple of guys you're feuding with is going to change your mind? What, does Dean have to make a choice here? He's staying with the Shield. Come on. Yeah, Vince's death is going to do very little for the improvement of the show. Like I said, there's going to be certain like little areas that'll probably be like a little better. But overall, it's going to be the same fucking crap. Everybody's going to be complaining about people being pushed improperly and all that crap. All these fans with their booker's license. Oh, I hate the way Michael Cole says Super Showdown. I could live without that. All right, that's it for Raw. Raw's in the books this week. What month is it? September 24th. Raw is no more. And yeah, whatever. It was what it was. Not a very good show, but, you know, I guess not horrible. Yeah, and plus now, I mean, there can be... I mean, I don't know if they're going to go in a different direction with the split. Like, maybe now... The other Shield guys might get suspicious of Dean here or there, like maybe next week or something at Super Showdown. Something's going to happen. They're going to lose, and then they're going to wonder if Dean did it on purpose. Hey, where were you? How come you didn't come in and make the save or something like that? I don't know. Something like that, maybe. But the more WWE tries to draw attention on TV and say, oh, hey, look, Dean Ambrose might turn heel, the more I think he's not going to turn heel. Fuck, might be Seth. Might be Roman. Be cool if Roman... turned on both of them. Today is your grandmother's birthday? Well, happy birthday to Grandmother Musser. Hope you had a great one. Yeah, for those of you taking off and leaving and going back to your video games or whatever it is you're doing, have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not going to be far behind you. I got some stuff to do tonight and some shit to work on. So I'm probably going to be signing off kind of early tonight, too. But we'll hang out here for a little bit. I mean, there's not a ton of stuff to talk about. I mean, my plan is to still come up here and do, like, a regular podcast this week, but might be a short one. I mean, all we're going to do is preview Showdown. Next week is the go-home show. Hey, Bubbinator. Yeah, that's a good point. I said that earlier on. We somehow survived that whole Raw without the Subway commercial, which means it's going to be back next week for the go-home show to annoy me shitless. And that Modern Family girl is something else. Holy crap. Yeah, so at least we got no Subway commercial. We got a title match on this Raw, but really, when it's not the go-home show and it's just an in-between week, and I just didn't see what they were really going to do to dazzle us, and they didn't do much. I mean, we had Stephanie and Triple H on the show, and nothing was even revealed. They had the really nice segment there with the cancer survivors, but they didn't announce anything. Triple H had a few words to say about The Undertaker as he was leaving. We didn't get much. I mean, what would you guys say the biggest match tonight on Raw was? The main event, right? Aside from that. The show was a solid H-. I might have to agree. Not much to really care about on this Raw. I think Subway, the franchise of Subway, is in such trouble. I don't think they can ever afford the $5 footlongs anymore. They can't afford to be giving that shit away. Whatever happened to my DVD review? What DVD review? I don't think I had to take any down. If I did, I re-uploaded them. Most recent DVD review I did was on Vince McMahon a few weeks ago. Yeah, I just believe at this stage Vince can be talked into shit. I mean, I think Triple H is a really good person to have there. You know, because Triple H is somebody that can say something to Vince without, like, being worried. That company, like most companies, I'm sure, is probably just full of yes men. And, you know, same thing with the writers. They don't want to speak up if something's stupid. You know, like, oh, then they're going to think I'm a pain in the ass. And, you know, and they're not going to like me. I got a job. I got a family to think about. It's best I just keep my mouth shut and do my job. There's probably a lot of people in the company like that. So at least with Triple H, you can be like, no, Vince, listen, you know, here's why we need to do this. You know, without worrying about Vince saying, fire this asshole, he disagrees with me or whatever. So, you know, Triple H is our one hope, you know, a voice of reason, so to speak, in WWE. And he's done a great job with fucking NXT, you know. Bucks are coming back. Oh, yeah, let me check over here. Oh, well, it's got me now. I'm on the Yahoo League. It's got me 98% chance to win, 2% to lose. I'm still up by 20, and we got 5 minutes left. So, yeah. If Roethlisberger tosses an 80-yard pass to Brown, I'm done. Otherwise, I'm probably going to win. Yeah, even with that O.J. Howard, I think he might have gotten a touchdown. I'm still winning by 20. I don't know how. Man, D-Smooth, it would take a lot. It would be really hard to believe if New Japan did an invasion, at least in WWE. They might be able to do one somewhere else. But man, I don't know. I don't know if it's something that New Japan would even want or need to do. You know? They seem smarter than that. Fans are all, you know, oh, WWE sucks. Watch New Japan if you want real wrestling. You know, those assholes that say that. Do they want New Japan to do anything with WWE? I would think that those fans wouldn't want anything to do with a WWE invasion. If you're truly a fan of New Japan and you hate WWE, you wouldn't want to see that. There's a few matches that could be put together that would be pretty awesome. But aside from that, I don't see it happening. There's no way. That's one thing where I can see Vince saying, are you fucking crazy? Vince might have to die for something like that to ever happen. I haven't been fishing in years. I wish I fished more. A lot of my friends fish. I never do. I fished a lot when I was a kid. I'd walk to the beach sometimes and go out to the pier, fish right off the pier. Yeah, I don't know, Madeline. That's tough. If I was going to WrestleMania and I had the whole weekend, and you got that Saturday show, you got Ring of Honor, or Takeover. Now, is Ring of Honor running head to head with Takeover? That's the MSG show. Wow. I personally would probably still do Takeover, but I mean, because it's a WWE weekend, you know, it's WrestleMania weekend. I might as well keep it all the same. But if Ring of Honor, this is a big test, you know, to see what kind of crowd they can draw against WWE. It is a hard choice, and I'm sure both. This is the one time, probably in a long time, where competition is really going to matter, because WWE is going to be forced to give us the best takeover card possible, which is saying a lot, because takeovers are awesome. You know, every takeover is fucking badass. So WWE is going to have to even outdo the great takeovers that we've been accustomed to in order to ensure that they have the better, more successful show on WrestleMania weekend. So for the first time, competition is actually a thing again for one night only next year. Catherine, firing up the bubble bath? Well, good for you. Pour yourself a glass of champagne and relax. You could still put the phone on the side of the tub and hang out with us. Guess that's too hard. You'd probably drop the phone in the water. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of interesting with that show being there, because WWE's, I mean, it's just so great for us. Like, the only winners here are us, you know, the fans, because we know TakeOver is going to be off the fucking hook. And normally I'd have no worry anyway. Like, the TakeOver men and women, they got this, man. I mean, their shows are incredible. So there's not going to be too much they even have to do, but they're going to have to definitely pull out a trick or two up their sleeve to make sure that they're not overshadowed or outshined by this competition in town. So yeah, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania 35. That's going to be a fun week. This year I'm going to be prepared, man. I mean, I was already prepared last year, but there was one night that I had to work. But I'm taking off for everything, man. NXT, Hall of Fame, Mania, post-Raw, post-SmackDown. 5 fucking days. You're going to be sick of seeing my face. Unless for any reason I go to WrestleMania, which I don't think I will. I mean, when it comes to, like, potential invasions and stuff, whether Ring of Honor invades NXT or anything like that, the only way WWE is ever going to do that is if it benefits WWE. If it doesn't benefit WWE, why are they going to do it? You know? So, if they feel like, oh shit, you know, people are taking notice, let's do an invasion angle on NXT. Maybe NXT starts stalling out, gets a little stale. Oh, we need to light a fire under it. Let's bring, you know, we've kind of got, they got a loose relationship with these companies anyway. We've seen Impact footage on the WWE Network. We've seen Ring of Honor footage and WWE DVDs. So if they can come along or come together enough to do something, maybe in the future, down the road, maybe. But if there's nothing in it for WWE, they're not going to do it. They're not just going to go out and just randomly help competition and say, oh, here you go. Get a little rub off of us. We don't want anything in return. WWE has to get something out of it in order for them to do something like that. And maybe one day those companies will have something to offer. No, that's true. Duval with Undisputed. You could look at it that way. I don't know. WWE running the Tokyo Dome is revenge. Maybe. Have they run Tokyo Dome before? I thought WWE been in there before. Lorenzo, I hope they don't do that. I hated when they named WrestleMania 16 WrestleMania 2000. I thought that was dumb. So 2020, no. I'm hoping it's just good old WrestleMania 36. Although, what's the Roman numeral for 2020? Is it going to be a whole bunch of X's? They might make some sort of silly-ass design. I don't know. I mean, knowing Vince, he would do that. Because didn't we hear the story? Remember, what was the one in San Francisco where it was just WrestleMania and the play button, and it didn't say WrestleMania 31? And then there was a story like Vince doesn't like the numbers next to WrestleMania. The things that bother this man blow my mind. I'm like, of all the things to fucking bother him, he's like, it makes WrestleMania sound old. Really? 31? Look at UFC. They're on like 229. How old are they? It's just so dumb. So if Vince doesn't like the WrestleMania number, then yeah, WrestleMania 2020, totally possible. I just don't care, like, about that. They don't need to rename it. I'm fine with just renaming it. It helps me remember. Oh yeah, this match happened at 35. This match happened at 34. You know, things like that. I don't want to see get any more confusing. It's easy enough to confuse me. So oh yeah, MMXX. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That wouldn't look very good. I'm going to DC next Monday, Brittany. One of my future Survivor Series reviews coming up in a few weeks. The Survivor Series I'm reviewing was in DC. Hope you have fun there. I have friends there. I've been to DC a few times. Not my favorite city. Kind of gross. But have fun, girl. Yeah, all the Clash of Champions. Yeah, no, WCW. That's just what's funny. Like, you hear these random stories, like Vince is just randomly pissed about this or randomly pissed about that. It is, well, excuse me, it is kind of funny. And the one about the WrestleManias I thought was always so dumb. He's like, it makes it sound old. I'm like, well, it is, motherfucker. You started it in 1985. What's wrong with putting a number by it? To me, it showcases. To me, it displays your longevity, you know? Like, it doesn't make you look old. It makes you look like something that's been around for a long time and has continued to do it right. You should be proud of that. You should be proud that you've been around for 35 WrestleManias. I am. This shit's a part of my childhood. The very first WrestleMania, when I watched that, you know how old I was? I was a little fucking punk. Little tiny little bastard. Now I'm a grown-ass man still watching WrestleMania. It's important to me. And Vince wants to take it away because he hates the numbers beside it? Fuck you. Fuck you, Vince. I didn't really have any Ed Leslie gimmicks that I liked at all other than Beefcake. By the time he got to WCW, they all sucked. Zodiac, and probably the dumbest one, even dumber than Disco Inferno, was Booty Man. They put him with Kimberly. They all sucked. Every single one of his gimmicks sucked. I didn't like any of them. Didn't like Butcher. Didn't like Man Without a Face or Name. Didn't like Zodiac. Didn't like Disciple. Didn't like Booty Man. Didn't like Brother Brudeye. Didn't like the Barber. And before he came into WWE and he had the blonde hair. I'm trying to remember if he had a nickname. I probably liked whatever that was. I can't remember off the top of my head. More than anything he did in WCW. No, Nick, Vince has not contacted me yet. I usually get offers for WrestleMania matches around January, the beginning of the year, so Vince will probably call me up. I'm like, how's it going, pal? You want to face Michael Cole? I'm like, only if it's in a Hell in a Cell. Well, I can't do that because a Hell in a Cell is its own pay-per-view. I'm like, well, forget it. Goodbye. And I hang up the phone. Every year, it's the same conversation. So, we'll see if Vince caves in this time and lets me get that little fucking twerp inside of a Hell in a Cell. Oh, man, Joey G, I will try. That's going to be tough to get that up in time. Maybe, though. You got a big Raw review coming up on October 3rd. 15-year anniversary. Big Raw. So that's going to be, that might have to be the next best thing there. But that one's coming for sure. If I can bust out that Raw 1000, I'll do it. Man, I'm trying to think of what Leslie called himself. I know it was Ed Leslie. I want to say there was a nickname, but I remember the outfits that he would wear and the blonde hair that he had. Oh man, I can't remember, but yeah, he had some shitty ass gimmicks. Even the barber was dumb. I remember when he became the barber. I was at WrestleMania 3. I was there live. And on TV a couple weeks before, Adonis had accidentally cut his hair or something like that, pissed him off. He wound up turning babyface, and he showed up in the Piper Adonis match and helped Piper shave Adonis's head. And then after that on TV, Brutus was going to like barber school. Mean Gene would follow him to barber school and check on his progress, and the gimmick evolved. But when he first became the barber, he was actually wearing like a barber's coat with a little pair of scissors, and it was just all white. And then that evolved. Then his outfits became more outlandish. Then he made the big shears. Then he had the music, and it all started slowly coming together. And eventually, motherfucker got over. I'll be damned if he didn't. I was a Brutus fan. I thought he was going to win the Intercontinental title that year, and he never did. Yeah, maybe I could face Baron Corbin. Why not? I'd be able to run circles around him. He's all stuck in that Applebee's waiter outfit. He can't wrestle in that. I'm going to be in a belly shirt. I'm going to be in a belly shirt and tighty whities running around that ring. He'll never catch me. Then I'll put him in the sharpshooter and he'll tap out like a bitch. Hell, We Are Pro Wrestling, I'll tell you what, I like that a lot more than anything he did in WCW, because I remember watching that on TV. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And they never even followed through with that angle. But Brutus, after his accident, was doing run-ins. And at the time, we didn't know it was Brutus. And I didn't even know... I don't remember when I figured it out. I think I eventually knew, but I definitely didn't recognize him the first time he ran in the ring. I was like, what the hell is this thing? And we saw it a few weeks, and then it went away. I didn't think about it again until years later, when it was brought up somewhere, and I'm like, oh yeah. But at least that was interesting, because it made you wonder what the hell's going on, who's under the mask, what is he doing, why is he doing all these run-ins? At least that provided some speculation, you know, the fans can be curious and wonder what's going to come next, you know. So yeah, he had his most success easily in WWE, even with a gimmick that they didn't do anything with, was still better than everything they did in WCW. I don't want to face Demon Finn Balor at Mania. I'm scared shitless of him. Mike Games, you were at WrestleMania 3 as well? Wow, we were at the same show? You drove from Youngstown? Wow. I was actually born in Pontiac. I was right there. It was a fucking 15-minute drive from my house. I wonder where you were sitting. I was way up. I was in the upper level. I was kind of... I'm trying to describe how to look at the ring. I was on the other side of the... or on the same side of the aisle, but looking down diagonal in the ring. It's kind of hard to describe, but I was up there. Way up there. I remember it was really hard to see the big screens when it was sunny, but when it got dark, it was much easier to see them. That's how I watched the majority of the main event. It was on the screen. And the Savage Steamboat match, I remember staring at the screen a lot. Cool. Maybe we're sitting next to each other. We don't even know it. And here we are coming to get back together 30 years later. Yeah, what do we got in here? Well, we 200 people in here, still a good amount. Likes were pretty low this week, but that's because it was a bad Raw, so no big deal. Subscribers also, we got a few. We probably got like 80 or so. So if you've not yet subscribed, please do. I'll be up here in a couple of days with a normal podcast episode, I'm guessing, unless SmackDown really sucks tomorrow. And I will check my Twitter mentions in a minute, Bubba. And then I'll be up here next Monday again for a live Raw watch-along. Yeah, kind of an uneventful week this week. Just not a whole lot going on, which is good, because I got a ton of projects for the channel that I need to work on, and now I can spend my time tonight doing that. So I'm going to get out of here. You guys, thanks for hanging out again for Monday Night Raw, and I'll catch you in a couple of days. Peace.